From the Streamline Sale Court inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse here in the campus of Florida Southern College in Lakeland, Florida, welcome to Florida Southern College men's basketball. Tonight it'll be the Mocs against their longtime rivals, the University of Tampa Spartans and former head coach Link Darner. Hello again, everyone. I'm Jim Henderson. Carl Van Gelder is our analyst. To my left, we have Chelsea Moore as our producer. We have a full camera crew led by Emma here. We'll be doing the camera in front as we get ready for the Mocs assistant coach. And Carl, game number 171 in this storied rivalry that dates back to the 1930s when they first started playing basketball. There was a stretch there where Tampa eliminated basketball and then brought it back. But this thing has been going on forever.
Yeah, and it's been a storied rivalry so far, Jim. Both these teams have had a lot of stretches of dominance, but so far in the last 20 years, the Mocs have had the majority of the wins. There was a good stretch in the mid-2000s where Tampa had their own way, but right now, you mentioned it coming into the game at the end of the women's game, Florida Southern has had Tampa's number. Yeah,
the Mocs have won 8 in a row in this series against the Spartans and 14 of their last 15 games. But Tampa's on a roll right now. The Spartans are 14-5, 6-5 overall in the Sunshine State Conference, and they are on a 4-game winning streak. Included, Carl, in that winning streak was a 9-point home win against PBA.
Yeah, in Tampa, they've really turned it up a notch, and that's because Brian Williams has really showed out for them in his time on the court. But right now, we got assistant coach Luke St. Lifer, and we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we sure do. Now, you're good. You saw Tampa. It was a Jaden Booth tremendous three-point shot that ended game one against these guys earlier in the year over at Tampa. What are you expecting tonight from Tampa, and how different are they now with Brian Williams in the lineup?
Yeah, it's going to be a similar type of game. Obviously, fast-paced. Both teams get up and down. But Brian Williams is a heck of a player, and they're definitely a better team with them on the floor. But again, super well coached, and this is a fun game to play in, a fun game to watch, fun game to coach.
And, Coach, you talked about running up and down the court, and it's definitely going to be a track meet in this one. But something that Tampa struggles with is their efficiency. Not one of the most efficient teams in the conference. And how are you guys hoping to limit their offensive rebounds to be able to capitalize on that?
Yeah, you just be physical and really box out. That's been a big emphasis for us, is just really hitting bodies, pushing back, and finishing plays. In terms of efficiency, we just want to get the best shots possible for us and then have the best defensive possessions that we can have. And that requires flying around, multiple efforts, and then, like you said, just making sure we're finishing plays.
Well, in your last 2 games, wins against Rollins and Florida Tech, Jaden Booth had a total of 19 points in those 2 games. It shows that it's not a one-man team; it's everybody.
Yeah, obviously, teams are denying him now and trying to take him out of the game, but he's super, super impressive. The way that he opened up, passes for other people, the reads that he made, he's just a heck of a player. He's so selfless, and like you said, it's not a one-man show. We have a lot of talent on this team. And when one man doesn't have it going, the next man steps up, and I'm sure that's hard to scout against because you can't just take away 1 or 2 guys. We have multiple guys that can get going at any time.
And, Coach, a big way that the team has stepped up, especially in this new year, is with the 3-ball. You guys are shooting incredibly in the new year, above 40%. You guys, one of the top 3-point shooting and defending teams in the country. Tampa, they're last in opponent 3-point percentage, allow opponents to shoot 37% from 3. How are you hoping to attack the perimeter?
Yeah, just be us. We want to make them miss, and then we want to get out as fast as possible in transition. And some of the best shots that we take are with 27 on the shot clock, which wide open threes. Mike Donnelly is an offensive mastermind. What he does is unbelievable. He has this blueprint of this high tempo offense and playing fast and getting really, really good shots. And the guys bought into it. I think the biggest thing is the development of the guys from when they first get here and then really learning how to play in our offense. And I think you're starting to see that now with guys like Peyton Gerald, Amari Miller, of guys who are getting comfortable with what we do. And you're seeing that with our, 1, offensive efficiency, and 2, when we start to, compile a lot of points on the board.
Yeah, I want to bring up one number that Carl just mentioned here, but I've got the exact one, which is just incredible. In the month of January, you're 46.6 from 3 and 51 overall. You guys have not had a bad shooting game in a long time.
Yeah, there's nothing else to say about that besides our guys. They come in the gym every single day. In addition to practice, they're on the gun. They're in here shooting with us. And I think that's why it just goes to show how important recruiting guys that just love basketball. We have a team 1 through 16 that just love to hoop.
Okay.
Love to hoop. They're gym rats. They're in here at all points of the day, all points of the night. And you're seeing that with their confidence in shooting. When you put in that much work, shots will go.
And you talked about the work going into shots, but also you guys have done a great job of spreading the ball around, and that creates those open opportunities. How are you hoping to continue that through today?
Yeah, it's just a product of what we do in practice every day. You know, we do a lot of stuff where that ball is just continuing to move. You know, I think the guys understand at this point that it's not an isolated offense. That we break teams down with action, we break teams down with movement, we break teams down with passing. So the more that we get to that, the more that we create open looks for others, and we tend to capitalize off of it.
Well, Coach, all the best tonight. Let's go get them.
Appreciate it, guys. Let's get it.
Thank you,
All
Coach.
right. Mocs assistant coach Luke St. Lifer. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the Sunshine State Conference standings, because the Mocs are very much up towards the top here. And there you get a chance to look at it. You can see Nova is still in first, but the Mocs are in a three-way tie for second right now, Carl. And I think as I look at this, obviously the Mocs have to take care of business themselves, but we got to start being fans of any team that Nova plays.
Yeah, and that's how it's been for pretty much every team in the conference the last few years. Nova has had a dominant run as of late, and we saw that dominance when they came back against Florida Southern. The Mocs need to take care of business as well, though. Tampa will be coming around in just around a month's time. So the Mocs, they need to take care of business now so that game can matter even more.
Well, Tampa's 6-5, and again, 14-5 overall is a good record, but in fairness, Tampa did not have a very tough opening schedule like the Mocs and some other teams did. Their strength of schedule right now is in the 200-plus, which is pretty low, I think, for Tampa. Carl, they're probably going to have to win the tournament to get out and get into the region. For the Mocs, they got to continue to play well, and the region will come to them.
Yeah, that Tampa team, they were undefeated before playing Florida Southern the first time, and that was their first loss of the season. And then SSC play banged them up a little bit, but someone who's coming back from being banged up, Brian Williams. He's been a major contributor for this Tampa side, and we talked about him at the start of that interview with Coach St. Lifer. He has been a dominant force in the SSC, back-to-back SSC Offensive Player of the Week, and you can see it. He's back like he never left, 27.3 in the last few games since he's returned from injury, and he plays pretty good, just like his father. He's the third all-time scorer at Tampa.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but I did do games back at the University of Tampa days when his father played, and I do remember him very well. He was bigger than Brian Williams is, this Brian Williams. He was bigger, very strong, and an outstanding player. But this guy had 20 points against the Mocs in a game last year, and they know how good he is. The Spartans are 10-0 with him, 4-5 without him in their lineup this year.
And somebody that Tampa knows is really strong for the Mocs, Alex Steen, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year for the Sunshine State Conference. He has 4 Defensive Player of the Week honors in the SSC this year, 8 in his career, and you can see he is shining in SSC play. One of the top scorers, defenders, rebounders, and the last one against Tampa, he showed out.
Well, Steen missed one game last year against Tampa when he was injured, but in 4 previous games against the Spartans, he has 53 points and 30 rebounds, so they sure know who he is.
Yeah, and that includes 2 games his freshman year where he didn't get as much run as we've seen in the last 2 years. And Steen, we can't talk about him without talking about being part of the Bevo Francis Top 100 watch list. That is a prestigious honor.
Oh, it sure is. Of course, Jaden Booth also part of that for the Mocs. You know, I mentioned to Coach St. Lifer about the fact that Jaden has not scored. He can score, and we know that. He had 40 against Nova in that game, but the Mocs are a team, and they can win with or sometimes without him if they have to.
And that's something we saw early in the season as well when Jaden was getting back in that Augusta game. When the Mocs didn't see 10 points from Jaden Booth, but we saw him nearly get a triple-double. He almost got a triple-double in the last matchup against Tampa as well, with 9 assists and 7 rebounds in that game to pair with his 22 points and game-winning 3. Remember, 1 for 9 in that game. He hit the big one.
Yeah, all he wants to do is win. I mean, that's plain and simple. There's a little pregame presentation to Walk On Sports Bistro. Carl, you know all about them. That's where you host the Coaches Show every other Thursday during the season. Next one coming up a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, and the last one I got to talk to Peyton Gerald and Coach John Lee. Last one, Peyton Gerald, he made it clear. He thinks he's the best defensive player in the country.
Well, we're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll get the starting lineup. The national anthem once again will be sung by our PA announcer, Weston Riddle. And Carl, I got to give him thumbs up on the first one. Let's see how he does this time. I'm sure he'll do well.
And I believe in him. That first one was tremendous.
At this time, we ask that you please rise, if able, as we honor America with our national anthem, performed by Weston Riddle and Florida Southern ROTC Color Guard, presenting tonight's colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. Not bad. Oops, sorry. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, the visiting University of Tampa Spartans. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore, number 11, Amarian Nimmers. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 12, Brian Williams. At guard, a 6'6" freshman, number 14, Ryan Blunt. And at guard, a 6'3" graduate student, number 21, Caden Forby. And at forward, a 6'7" senior, number 32, Tyson Lato. The Spartans are coached by Justin Pekka, Dexter Gooding, Garrett Putman, and in his second season is head coach Link Garner. The starting lineup for your Florida Southern Moccasins. At guard, a 5'11" graduate student from Coral Springs, Florida, number 1, Dominic Denny. At guard, a 6'2" graduate student from Omaha, Nebraska, number 2, Jaden Booth. At guard, a 6'1" senior from Detroit, Michigan, number 4, Joe Moon the Fourth. At forward, a 6'9" senior from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 13, Peyton Joe. And at forward, a 6'8" junior from Panama City Beach, Florida, number 25, Alex Steve. Assistant coaches for the Mocs are Mike Macabico, Luke St. Viper, Ryan Cardock, and Randy Lee. And the head coach in his 10th season is Mike Donnelly. Give it up one more time for your Florida Southern Moccasins.
Mike Donnelly, 373 and 252 in 22 years as a head coach here at Florida Southern. In his 10th year, 177 and 100, 106 and 59 in conference play. For the Spartans, Link Darner, of course, he was the coach here for 9 years, 228 and 72 overall, a national championship in 2014-15. He's 406 and 222 as a head coach, including a 92 and 80 record at Division I Green Bay. Our referee today is Brian Rozier. Willett Del Valle and Kevin Hetherington will work with him, and we are about ready to go. And Carl, this is a much anticipated game.
Yeah, this one is going to be a great matchup. The last one was down to the wire, and this one I'd anticipate will be just like that one.
Yeah, Booth hit the game-winning 3, and boy, it was a beauty. Mocs win the opening tip, and here we go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some Florida Southern College men's basketball here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Here is Dom Denny from deep. Peyton Gerald trying to penetrate, goes to Steen. Little short jumper will go off the iron, no good. Gerald will save it, get the Mocs a fresh 20. Down low, threw it away, and here comes Tampa back the other way. Spartans all the way down, shot up, no good. Rebound Steen off the miss by Froby, and then they threw it away. Spartans get it back, open 3, Brian Williams. Tampa leads it 3-0.
And that's what he does, a really good three-point shooter, especially since coming back, shooting above 40% from the three-point line. The Mocs need to settle down a little bit too fast so far.
Joe Moon trying to throw it down, threw it away. Tried to give it inside to Steen, and the Spartans got their hands in the play. This is Froby. Back out it comes for Brian Williams. And now with it is Nimmers. Deep 3 by Nimmers won't go. Rebound Jaden Booth, and he's on the run for the Mocs. Booth stops, foul line, pops short, and he'll shoot 2.
And that's what Jaden excels at doing. He does a great job running the break, but also finding contacts and getting to the free throw line. You mentioned Nimmers. He's one of the top three-point shooters in the nation, tied 23rd nationally for three-pointers made. Jaden Booth is 20th.
Booth shooting 92.9% from the free throw line and gets the Mocs on the board. He is in 9 different categories nationally for the Mocs, including that percentage, which is 6th nationally, and got the roll. Mocs down 1, and Tampa will bring it up. Williams with it. Joe Moon, the 4th, staying with him. Williams kicks it back out here for Nimmers. Nimmers in the lane, got the roll. Amarian Nimmers averages 17.5 points per game. He's a good one. Tampa all the way down. Denny, the jumper, is good. And the Mocs answer right back, down 1. Here is Williams in front court. Little spin move and gives it up. Here's Tyson Lato, one of the nation's best rebounders, against Steen. Missed the shot. Steen changed it. He gets the rebound. Dumps it off for Peyton Gerald. Here's Booth. Looked for the 3. Didn't take it. Goes in. Runner in the lane. Didn't get it. Steen missed the tip, and Lato gets the rebound. Lato averages 11.4 boards per game for Tampa.
And he does a great job on the offensive rebounding end, 7th in the nation in that category.
Froby trying to go through traffic, does, and he scores. Nice move by Froby. He scores, and we got a whistle. Let's see what the call is. Oh, they're going to give a bucket and a foul.
And they're going to say foul on Steen there. He tried to swipe out the ball, but they'll say he made contact. Donnelly is not too happy.
So the first, they actually give it on Gerald Payton.
Oh.
Peyton Gerald, rather. They give it to him. And it's going to be an inbounds pass, and the basket counts. So it happened after the play is what they're saying here. Inbounds pass comes in here for Nimmers. Denny trying to stay with him. Nimmers had a shot blocked. Denny got it. Great job by Dom Denny to stay with it. All the way down for Gerald, who slammed. Hayden Gerald, his first basket, Mocs down 1.
In the walk-on show last week, I asked him, what does it feel like to dunk on someone? He says, I love knowing I can get up higher than that other guy.
So here is Williams. Spin move around. Leto almost lost it. Oh, good pass in for Leto, and a foul is going to be called on Dom Denny, and Leto will come to the line.
And I like that foul by Denny, trying to contest there, showing that physical presence. Now you have to execute on the free throws instead of getting an easy 2 points.
He is first in the nation in rebounding, 11.4, and the Spartans are the nation's leading rebounding team at 44 a game.
And they lead the nation in offensive rebounds, too. Do a great job of crashing the glass on both ends.
Leto missed the first free throw.
And, Jim, to continue to talk about rebounding, obviously, if you're number 1 in the country in offensive rebounds, you're number 1 in the conference. And Tampa, they're number 1 in the conference in offensive rebounds. The Mocs number 1 in defensive. So a great battle on the glass today.
77% free throw shooter is Leto, and he makes 1 of 2. Tampa leads it by 2. Mocs with the ball. This is Denny. And he threw it away. Spartans have already made 1 sub. Trey Lane has checked into the game. He's their leading scorer off the bench at 11.9 points per game. And the inbounds pass will be taken by Caden Froby. And he'll find Lane. So Dom Denny will have him. Mocs are down 2. Tampa with the ball. Here's Leto. Come outside for Froby. Back out now for Lane. Lane has an opening to the glass. Changed the shot. Mocs changed it. Ball on the floor, and they're going to say out of bounds, and Tampa's going to keep it.
And that was a really good job opening up the floor there by Tampa, pulling the bigs out into the far elbow and forcing the Mocs to play one-on-one defense on the drive there. And you can see continuing to make great offensive plays from the former Mocs head coach.
And Williams is the guy out for Trey Lane. Lane is inbounding. He'll get it into the corner. Ball is stolen by Joe Moon, the 4th. He's got Gerald. He's Moon. Oh, he threw it away, and it's going to be won back by Leto. All the way down. Dumped off pass. Easy bucket there for Blunt. Off the pass by Froby, and Tampa goes up 4.
The Mocs getting a little bit too excited there on the fast break. Need to execute in those opportunities.
This is Denny and Gerald. This is Joe Moon for 3. Got it! Joe Moon, the 4th, his first 3 of the game. Mocs down 1.
Joe Moon's had a resurgence in 2025, has really returned to his shooting form we saw last year.
17th 3 of the year for Joe Moon, the 4th. Froby, cut off. Deep 3 outside, looks good, and is by Ryan Blunt. He's got 5, Tampa by 4.
They shoot 36.3% from 3 in SSC play. They're 3rd in the conference.
Moon struggles, threw it away. Boy, the Mocs are a little bit discombobulated here as we go to our first media timeout of the game. Tampa leads it by 4, and we'll get some Spartan subs, I believe, coming back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Fans would like to thank our corporate sponsor, Rada Construction, for their support. Building projects come in all shapes and sizes. Regardless of the size, sector, location, or complexity of a project, Rada Construction has the experience to deliver world-class results every time. Well, a really good sequence here for the Mocs. Now, they're down 4, but they needed this one.
And huge block there by Dom Denny. I don't know if I've ever seen him do that. And 2 points in the paint for the Mocs all game, and with emphasis there from PG.
Mocs are down 4. It looks like the same team remains in. See, Tampa has Trey Lane still in. I thought they might have made a couple subs. We'll check it out here. Looks like, well, we'll check again. Numbers are not clear right now. Yeah, Schaefer is in for the first time. The 3 won't go. Big rebound on the floor, stolen by Joe Moon, the 4th. Down to Denny, to Booth. Booth driving through, goes up, missed it, and Booth is going to shoot some free throws. Gerald cleaned it up on the far side, but Jaden comes to the line.
And a good job continuing to attack downhill. The Mocs offense getting a little bit too complicated before that. Have 6 turnovers already in this one, Jim, in the first 4.5 minutes, and that's because they're trying to do a little bit too much. If you can attack downhill and get some free throws, why not?
The nation's leader in free throws made, Jaden Booth, now 133 makes this year. And he has just crossed the 1,300-point barrier here at Florida Southern. Mocs down 2, Tampa with the ball. This is Schaefer. You mentioned that he had just come in. Giving it up for Froby. And back out it comes here for Schaefer again. Freshman out of Union City, Georgia. Froby going through. Shot blocked by Steen, but it's won back by Lane. Leto against Steen, going up and scores. Tyson Leto's got 4, and the Tampa lead is 4.
And that's a big part of Leto's offense. You see that from Nikola Jokic a lot in the NBA right now, using that elbow to go around.
Jaden Booth drains the 3. Back the other way. Froby gives it up. Quick move inside. Shot up and in. No, blocked, rather. And whose ball is it? They're talking about it, and Tampa's going to keep it. Mocs down a point. Jaden now with 7 early points for Florida. So, you know, I said he only had 19 in the last 2 games. This may be one of those games where it feels like he's got to go.
Yeah, and in the last one, he had 21 shot attempts. He made 7 of those for 22 points. And in that one, he got to the line frequently, and that's what helped the Mocs get up and over. Because, remember, 0 for 8 from 3 before his last 3-pointer fell to win the game for the Mocs.
Froby nails the first free throw. We see Amari Miller and Kristaps Firebergs coming in for Peyton Gerald and for Dom Denny. Well, let's see. Now, Steen is coming out instead. Yeah, Steen is coming out. Well, the Mocs didn't see Williams the first time. The Spartans didn't see Firebergs the first time. Free throw is good. Froby now with 4. Tampa lead is 3. And Brian Williams back in for Tampa. And you can see right away that the Spartans are going to put a little heat on the Mocs. This is Booth, and let's see if they just drop back. They will.
And Tampa, they press frequently throughout this whole year. It's been a mainstay in their defense. They like to force turnovers and run on the fast break.
There's the pass to Gerald going in and didn't get it to fall. It's on the floor. Tampa got it back with Trey Lane. And all the way down. Great pass. Layup is up and in. That's by Schaefer, his first basket. Tampa by 5.
And you can see a soft press so far, allowing for an outlet for the Mocs.
So here's Moon. Booth, rather. I thought they were giving it to Miller. They did not. There they give it to Miller. He's going in, and that's got to be a goaltend. No call. Holy mackerel, where was that? Looked like a goaltend all the way. Leto all the way down, goes up and scores. Wow. Leto with 6, Tampa by 7.
Leto eats in the paint. He averages around a 3 made per game in SSC play, just battles down low.
Booth had it knocked away, but Gerald right there to put it in. Gerald with 4. Mocs down 5. All the way back is Williams. And there's a block, looks like by Amari Miller, and the Mocs back the other way. Booth keeps it on his left hand. Dumped it out. Firebergs for 3. Got it. Kristaps Firebergs back in action, and the Mocs are down 2.
And that's why he signed here, to be that size that can space the floor, and we've seen it so far in his return.
This is Schaefer now for Lane. Lane in traffic, dumped it off. Boy, the Mocs fell for that one, and Ian Higdon scored. He's in the lineup now for the Spartans.
Joe Moon, the 4th, out of position there. Not something you see too much. He'll make sure to correct that next time.
Gerald trying to back him down. Shot way long. Tip up by Miller. Saved it, but Tampa won it back. Ian Higdon got it. Here come the Spartans. Oh, what a pass to Leto. He scores and one. Wow.
Joe Moon, the fourth there, another defensive lapse. I'd expect to see him come off here for Mattioli. The Mocs need a slight change in their transition defense.
So Moon has 2 fouls now for the Mocs. We see Steen, Denny, and Mattioli back in. We see Moon out, we see Miller out, and we see Peyton Gerald out for the Mocs. And Tyson Leto, who's 1 out of 2 at the line, comes and gets one here. His team leading by 6 here in a very fast-paced first half, as we expected. Tampa by 7, biggest lead of the game for the Spartans. Here's Denny. Steen set a screen. Denny kicks it into the corner. Firebergs for 3. Air ball. Won by Leto. Back the other way come the Spartans. This is Williams. And now Leto for 3 outside. That's an almost air ball. Hit the lower side of the rim. Denny brings it back for the Mocs. Florida Southern down 7. This is Steen, who has not scored, but has made his presence known. Mattioli with a shot. Doesn't go. Rebound Tampa. Taken down, it looked like, by Higdon. This is Lane again, and now Williams. Deep 3 by Brian Williams. Boom. Just like that. Williams has got 6, and the Mocs are down 10.
And that's a tough shot. Great contest there by Hugo.
Here is Steen. Guarded by Higdon. Steen trying to go up, does, and scores. Alex is looking for a foul, didn't get it. Mocs down 8. Back the other way, this is Lane.
And watch Williams off ball. He's probably one of the best off ball creators in the country. Great off ball movement.
Trying to go in, shot up, missed it, tip up, missed it again. Rebound on the floor. Tampa got it for the 3rd time. Outside 3, no. Rebound Alex Steen. Boy, that was close. Mocs down 8 with the ball.
Mocs got in trouble there because they're watching the ball. You got to go chase it down.
Booth, the runner, got it. Jaden Booth nails it, looking for a foul, didn't get it. He's got 9, Mocs down 6, 3 deep. Yes, sir. Trey Lane, his first basket, and Mike Donnelly wants a timeout. Tampa leads it by 9 as we are getting close to the under 12 media timeout, but this is a Mocs call timeout. And we're back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Fans would like to thank our corporate sponsor, Northwestern Mutual in Lakeland. Northwestern's financial planning helps individuals lead their best life, their whole life. They bring realistic saving and investing strategies to help achieve each of your goals, saving for college, buying a home, growing your family, or retirement. Head over to northwesternmutual.com to get started planning today. Well, Carla, one thing I noticed on the stats is that Tampa has taken 9 more field goal attempts than Florida Southern.
Yeah, they've done a great job of crashing the glass. They have 4 offensive rebounds, but the biggest thing, they have 8 points off turnovers.
Yep.
They've been turning the Mocs over, and the Mocs offense, feeling that pressure from this Tampa side, the Mocs need to find ways to attack that paint, because right now they're getting outscored 16-6 in the paint by Tampa. They've done a great job, Tampa has, of coming out swinging here at the Mocs house. Now it's time to answer.
Peyton Gerald comes back in for the Mocs. So all the starters are in except one for Joe Moon is not in, and Mattioli is in for him. So here we go, Denny with the ball. Mocs down 9. Biggest lead for Tampa. 3 by Mattioli, short. Tampa will get a rebound. And all the way down, the rebound by Froby, who brought it down himself. Dumped it down inside. Pass up. Shot blocked by Steen, who gets the foul. And Cole Gingliski is now going to go to the line.
That was a good job by Gingliski, finding a way to position himself where Steen would have to go over the back for that block. Easy foul call there for the referee. Steen almost got it clean. That's almost an impossible shot to block.
Gingileski makes his first. So Tampa's has played 9 today so far here in the game.
Mock's about to send in Donovan Smith.
And got them both. And Donovan Smith will check in for Mattioli. Mocs are down 11. Double-digit lead for the Spartans here in the Jenkins Fieldhouse. Denny for Smith. The deep three off the bench is good. Donovan Smith said, hello, I'm here. And the Mocs are now down 8.
And that's what he does. He's a microwave, Jim. He heats up quick.
Spartans with it. Trying to make a move. It's Blunt now. Ball is going to be a basket, I believe. I turned my head.
And that's a turnover.
Nope.
That's
okay,
one of my
turnover, my
favorite
bad.
things in basketball, Jim, is how teams play screens. The hedge there by the Mocs, forcing a quick pass down low and leading to a turnover.
So let's see if they can capitalize on it. Here is Denny. He stops, he backs up, he pops. No good. Rebound inside, taken by Janaleski. A near steal by Denny, but now he's out. Deep three is good by Trey Lane. Boy, they are hitting everything. He's got 6. Mocs are down 11 again, and a steal. They're going to get Amir Ramadan in as Mike Donnelly just looking for some answers here. Trey Lane gives it up here now for Froby. Almost stolen away. Deep three in the corner is no good. Mocs get a rebound that time with Denny. All the way down for Donovan Smith for Booth. Booth double team, needs to get it out of there, finds Peyton Gerald. Gerald open on the side, missed the shot. Rebound inside, taken down by Froby, 6'3" grad student. And he can get up.
And the Mocs might be 9 for 19, but the turnovers have really hurt them and let Tampa be ahead.
This is Lane, tried to pass it off. They got it, and he scored anyway. Boy, I thought the Mocs had it. Lane's got 8 off the bench, and Tampa's up 13 in the game. Wow. Denny dumped it down. Steen with a jam. Steen with 4, but the lead remains 11 here for the Spartans. This is Lane. Tampa has shot it so well. Mocs are shooting it well, but like Carl said, turnovers have really hurt them. This is Froby. Lane again. This time won't go. And Steen gets the rebound, finds Denny, and the Mocs will bring it up. Down 11 here. Amari Miller next dead ball. Down for Steen. Steen goes up and scores again. Steen now with 6, and I think Link Darner wants a timeout. I don't think he liked that one at all. And so I believe that'll be a full timeout as we are getting very close to the under 8 media timeout. So don't go away. Mocs are down 9, and we're back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Fans would like to thank our corporate sponsor, Springer Peterson Roofing and Sheet Metal Inc. With so many products to choose from, asphalt roofs to metal roofs, Springer Peterson will act as an advisor to help you navigate through the pros and cons of each of your specific situation, helping you get the most out of life of your roof with their top-tier maintenance services. And for more information about your new roofing, visit springerpeterson.com/contact. Well, speaking of contact, the Mocs need to get some going here.
Yeah, they need to find some contact down low because 4 for 6 from the free throw line isn't too shabby, but Tampa, they've already shot, 4 for 4, 6 for 7 Tampa is from the free throw line. The Mocs, they have 8 turnovers so far, 8 points off turnovers for Tampa, a 1-point difference if you take that out, and also 8-point deficit in points off the bench for the Mocs. Need to find a way to get in that rhythm and execute.
Well, Amir Ramadan is in for his first appearance tonight for the Mocs. Front court for Brian Williams, guarded by Smith. Trying to go inside with it, does. The jumper is up and in. That one scored by Nimmers, who now has 4 points. The Mocs again, down 11. Booth will bring it up. Guarded by Nimmers. They double him. He needs help. He finds Gerald. Gerald going to drive into the paint. The layup is up and in. Boy, a little finger roll. Gerald's got 6. Mocs are down 9.
And sometimes teams are scared of the double team, but if I'm the Mocs, continue to force Tampa to double, find those openings.
Williams, good pass inside. Shot is blocked by Peyton Gerald. Here is Booth finding Smith. Donovan spots for 3. Got it! Donovan Smith has hit 2 threes, and the Mocs get a little closer, down 6.
And Jiggy letting the bench know he sunk that one right in front of them.
This is Leto and Williams. Williams going around. Donovan Smith has an easy layup. Williams has 8. Mocs down 8. Smith again, no good this time. And the rebound to Froby. And he threw it away. Trying to get it to Brian Williams. I don't know what that was all about.
The Mocs, 4 of their last 5 after that miss, have really turned it on as of late. They need to continue to find ways to get those open shots on the perimeter because, like you mentioned going into the game, one of the best shooting teams in the country so far this year.
Yeah, they have shot 46.6% from 3 in the month of January, which is really just incredible. They got to keep it going because Tampa is going to get their points, no doubt about it. Here is Booth. They double him. They seem like they double him every time he gets the ball. Amari Miller in, and he jams it through. Amari's first basket. Mocs are down 6.
Jumpman logo there from Miller. Great dunk by him.
Williams gives it up. Leto for Froby. And Williams again. Smith staying with him or trying to. That's not easy. But he did it there. Froby threw, shot up, and missed the shot. Mocs save it, but Tampa's going to get it back. Well, that's just a tough break for Florida Southern. Wide open 3 in the corner, nothing but net for Ryan Blount, who's got 8. And Tampa back up 9, and the Mocs throw it away. Can't take those turnovers, boy, can't afford them. Moon and Denny coming back for the Mocs.
And that's not something you see too much from Jaden Booth, but right now he's getting caught up in the pace of play, trying to make up too much on that play from that last mistake by the Mocs.
Ramadan and Smith out for Florida Southern. So going up the floor in a hurry is B.J. Schaefer, guarded by Denny. Schaefer all the way down, and a foul on the Mocs. And let's see if it's Peyton Gerald. No, it's Denny. So Denny gets his second. That should be 16 fouls here on the Mocs. Tampa with only 2 here in the first half.
They've done a great job of absorbing contact and really limiting those fouls. Those 2 fouls on Jaden Booth drive so far. I'd like to see Jaden try to attack downhill more.
Schaefer missed the free throw. He's only a 45.8% free throw shooter now, and even 44%. So one more coming up. Tampa lead is 9. And got it. 1 out of 2 for B.J. Schaefer, 3 points. Denny for Moon. Moon, little runner, got it. Joe Moon right off the bench has got 5. Mocs down 8. Here is Trey Lane with it. He has had a great first half off the bench. Leto looking for the cut from Froby, didn't get it. Leto just backing down. Oh, and a foul on the Mocs inside, and let's see who they get. Looks like Denny going to get it again. So Denny gets his 3rd foul. That hurts. And Leto to the free throw line.
It looks like Jiggy coming back in.
Donovan Smith getting set to come in for Denny, who departs with 3 fouls. Denny has played really well against the Spartans in his career until the last game over in Tampa when he had only 2 points and 1 rebound and 1 assist in that game. He normally plays really well. He had over 20 in a game last year. Leto nails the free throw.
And I like having Donovan Smith in here for the Mocs. He's going to be a great off-ball creator for Florida Southern. Let Jaden Booth initiate the ball, Let him receive a screen. If they double, quickly pass it around. Try to find Smith in the corner.
And Leto got them both. He's in double figures now, 11 points. So Steen back in here now for Amari Miller. And here is Booth. And Jaden will bring it up. He and Joe Moon will trade the point guard position at times, but Jaden loves to bring it up. Still with it. Into Steen. Turn jumper. No good. Rebound Leto. Peyton Gerald jumped a little too soon. Here is Lane. Giving it up, Schaefer. Into the corner. Froby wide open. No, he got the roll. It's going to say he missed, but he didn't. He's got 7, and the Mocs are down 13. Biggest lead of the game for Tampa.
Both teams shooting above 55% from 3.
Long cross quarter. Here's Gerald. Spin move. Shot up and in. Boy, I'm wondering when they're going to start calling fouls. There's been fouls on almost every play here. This is Froby. And Leto, and Froby again. He's open for 3. Boom. Holy mackerel. He's got 10. Tampa's lead is 14. And we got a long way to go here in the first half. Jaden for 3, no good. Rebound, Trey Lane.
Jaden's getting caught in the moment right now. He needs to relax and run this offense.
Lane with it, and giving it up here is Froby. He won. Oh, Williams slipped and somehow still got the ball away. Froby in the corner dumped it back for Leto. Leto wanted it to spin on Steen. That didn't work out. Shot clock to 5. Boy, this is strange. Inside shot is no good. Leto gets the rebound. He missed. Schaefer goes up, gets the rebound, and scores. And Mike Donnelly wants a timeout. Mocs are down 16, and Tampa is on a roll. Full timeout. We're back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. You can see across the court there, these are members of the 1965 Florida Southern College team. Bobby Bowman, Tim Connor, Mike Huber, Jerry Presley, and Dick Gensler. They were all part of the first team, now get this, to play in this field house when the Mocs beat Rollins 89-65 on December 3rd, 1965. The first ever event here at the Jenkins Fieldhouse. How about that?
Yeah, and those guys have seen a lot of Florida Southern history, especially Florida Southern basketball history, with 2 banners going up since their time of playing in 1981 and then in 2015 for the Mocs.
Well, Bobby Bowman, I know him because I didn't know him when he was here, but he was an assistant coach at the University of South Florida when I did basketball games there. And he is he has been an assistant coach, junior college coach. He's been a basketball lifer, and he played here back in those days. Well, here we go. Out of the timeout, Steen, Booth, Fireberg's back in, Joe Moon, and Peyton Gerald. Mocs are down 16. Carl, they can't get it back all at once, but they need to get some stops.
Yeah, the biggest part, again, those stops is settling in offensively. I think right now they're trying to scramble a little bit too much.
So here is Moon. Still with it. Back out to Fireberg's going to drive through. Goes up, yeah, and he'll shoot. Now, I think he's not going to shoot because he was not actually going to shoot. Let's see. No, they're going to point out of bounds pass coming up. If he'd have gone straight up, he'd have gotten it right.
Didn't know if he was going to get the foul call there, so trying to pass it out.
Yep. Booth for Steen, for Gerald. Mocs need to cut into the lead. Still got 3.5 to go here in the first half. Jaden fades away for the 3. In and out, no good. Boy, tough break that time. Rebound by Blunt. Spartans back the other way. Jumper outside, no. Rebound, Tampa. Leto leads the nation in rebounds, and he's going to shoot free throws.
Steen just getting a little bit overzealous there on that block attempt. A great job by PG trying to go over the top, but the Mocs just not on the same page right now on the defensive end.
So 18 fouls now on the Mocs. So Leto will get 2 here, but the Mocs are, or rather Tampa is in the bonus. Coming up on 3 minutes to go, first half. Tampa by 16. Make it 17. We see Miller in and Ramadan in. Leto now is 5 of 6 at the line. Missed his first one, has hit them all since then.
He has 6 rebounds, 3 on the offensive end already. That's more than the Mocs' entire team on the offensive end.
Missed the second one. It's going to be Florida Southern ball. Good effort that time by Higdon to try to knock it out off a Mock, but it didn't work. Ramadan has it, and Trey Lane is with him. Front court for the young freshman. Here's Booth. They've doubled him, and here's Fireberg's corner now for Ramadan. He takes the deep 3, no good. Rebound, easy rebound, nobody there. Higdon grabs it for Tampa.
Right now it feels like the Mocs aren't ready every time that Jaden Booth gets doubled. I'd like to see them show some closer help to allow for a quick shot up after.
This is Nimmers for 3, that's short. Rebound Fireberg's, he outlets to Booth, and Jaden brings it up. 2.5 to go, Jaden going all the way down, and he'll get a couple of free throws.
And good job by Jaden getting back to the bread and butter of what got them going to start the game. Attack the paint on the fast break. They haven't scored in over 2.5 minutes. Now's the time to get those points back.
Higdon with the free throw. Leto, by the way, has 2 fouls. So that if the Mocs can get him that third one here as Jaden hits it. Jaden's in double figures now with 10. He's averaging 21 for the year, 4.7 rebounds, 5.3 assists. Again, a candidate for, I would say, the conference player of the year. And 2 for 2. And 6 for 6 in the game. Mocs down 15.
Mocs no longer showing that full court pressure, trying to just find ways to solve it in the half court.
So here is Lane, Booth with him. And Tampa actually running some clock. We haven't seen much of that either. Lane all the way through, reverse up and in by Trey Lane. 10 for Lane off the bench. Here is Ramadan. Here is Firebergs. And ball knocked away, stolen by Tampa. And keeping it there is Blunt. And Blunt wide open for Lane for 3. That's off the back iron. That's a rebound by Peyton Gerald. Booth will bring it up. Mock still down 17. Got a ways to go here in the first half. Cross court for Firebergs. He takes the short jumper. That's off. Rebound comes to Gerald, and he'll say thank you very much as he scores. He's in double figures with 10. Mock's down 15 and need a stop. Lane for Leto.
Watch Firebergs here.
This is Lane. Dumped it for Leto. Gerald with him. Gerald stole it away. Here comes Booth. 1 minute to go in the half. All the way down for Amari Miller. Hangs on the rim and drains it down. Mocs down 13.
Amari scratching his back with that one. An athletic finish by number 0.
See if Tampa slows it down a little bit. No, Nimmers for 3. No good. Rebound Miller. Here's Booth. Jaden stops, pops, no good. Rebound, Tampa. Taken down by Blunt. Mocs are only getting one look at it most of the time. Tampa by 13, and we have one possession left in this game. After this one, in this half, rather. And here is Lane. Around his screen. Ramadan staying with him. Around another screen, out by Leto. Miller picked him up, dumped it out. Deep 3 will go. How many times have we seen that? Ryan Blunt nails the 3. Mocs are down 16. They got one shot left. Ramadan will not get a roll. And the first half has come to an end. And boy, it is not what the Mocs thought it would be. Tampa leads it by 16 here at the half. A tremendous half by the Spartans. And Carl, the Mocs have some work to do.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is playing team offense right now. When they are finding ways to spread the ball around, it's not purposeful. A lot of times it's because they just need to get rid of the ball. I think if they can find ways to screen off ball, it's something I talked about in the women's game. Screen off ball, create those openings for those guys to use those screens. Give them the ball, let them create with a little bit of space. This Tampa team, they're doing a great job of pressuring everyone at all times.
Yep, they really are. And, of course, they're also shooting the basketball really well. Unofficially, they're an even 50%, 22 of 44. Mocs are also 50%, 18 of 36. But, Carl, it just doesn't feel like that.
12 points off turnovers for Tampa. They have 7 offensive rebounds. That's a big part of why, Jim. They're finding ways to execute on this Mocs defense and offense by making them make errors.
Yeah, I mean, it has really been a tough sledding so far here for the Mocs. I can't remember the last time that they gave up 63 and a half here at home. I mean, that just really doesn't happen very often.
And another big thing to look at while we're getting our stats ready to go up, right now the Mocs 5 for 13 from 3, 38%. They started off the game 5 for 8. They've missed their last 5 shots from 3, whereas Tampa, they're 9 for 17. They've been shooting lights out so far today. Also, only 4 turnovers so far. The Mocs excel at turning teams over and getting those fast break opportunities off of them. Right now, Tampa, they're not making those mistakes.
And again, the Mocs have 11 turnovers in the game so far. They only average 11.8 for the year. So Tampa's press has given them some trouble.
And I think it's outside of the press. It's more about how they're pressuring on offense and forcing the Mocs with those traps and with just always staying attached to make mistakes. And you can see the stats on the screen. We were talking about both teams shooting well from the field, but Tampa, they're playing a great possessions game, even though it's been fast-paced.
Yeah, and right now, when you look at those offensive rebounds by Tampa, and you said it, Carl, they are the nation's leader in offensive rebounds. I think we can see why. I mean, they just crashed the glass about as good as anybody. They're actually out-rebounding the Mocs, as you can see, by only 3. Florida Southern a little better on the defensive end, but it just feels to me like the Mocs don't get more than one shot a lot of times.
And that's what good teams do. They limit your second chance opportunities. The Mocs need to find ways to continue to attack offensively without isolating themselves. Something that Coach talked about before the game was finding ways to get the teammates open, whether that's assisting and working as a unit, especially with how Booth hasn't been the main scorer in the last few, and that's been okay for the Mocs. But so far today, the issue has been force, and it's continued to grow as an issue.
Yeah, Jaden has 11 points, but he's only 2 of 6 from the floor, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Peyton Gerald with 10. Alex Steen has 6. Joe Moon IV has 5. Donovan Smith has 2 threes for 6. Firebergs has 1. Dominic Denny with 2 points, picked up 3 early fouls in the game, and that has hurt the Mocs a little bit. But I would think that he will be fine for the second half. Tampa with 3 in double figures. This is in the first half. Tampa with 3 in double figures and 2 with 8 points. So that shows the balance that they've had. Ryan Blunt leading with 13 points. Tyson Leda with 11 points and 6 rebounds. 10 points for Trey Lane off the bench. 8 each for Brian Williams and Caden Froby. I mean, that is really balanced scoring for Tampa.
Yeah, the bench has been a major contributor for this Tampa side. The Mocs, normally a team that really excels with their bench scores, whether that's one player or 4 guys coming off the bench and contributing. Right now, Tampa, they are playing very similar to how the Mocs play when Florida Southern succeeds, and you can see the carryover from Coach Starner at Tampa and how that system is very similar here at Florida Southern with Donnelly.
Well, don't go away. We're going to step aside for around 5-6 minutes, and we come back. We'll get you set for second half action. Big hole for the Mocs to dig out of, but this is a game of 3 points, and anything can happen in college basketball. Mocs down a bunch, and we're back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Welcome back. We sent Carl down to get Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly. The Mocs have not yet come out of their locker room, and yes, they have a bunch of things to talk about. No doubt about that. But we've got a few things we can talk about here while the Mocs come back up. Heading into play today, and again, you see what Tampa can do with those 63 points. Tampa is in the top 8 in the top 20 rather, in 8 different categories nationally, including first in rebounds and first in offensive rebounds. The Mocs are first in blocks nationally, and they're in the top 20 in 7 different categories. Tyson Lato of Tampa is in the top 20 in 5 different categories for the University of Tampa, including 7th in offensive rebounding, 18th in defensive rebounding, and 4th in rebounding overall, 10th in double-doubles with 9. For the Mocs, Jaden Booth is just all over the place here. He's in the top 20 in 9 different categories nationally. I mean, think about that. 9 different categories nationally. We mentioned his one first placer. That was the total number of free throws made. And he's now at 136, so he's going to expand that lead a little bit. He is 9th in total assists. He is 20th in field goal attempts, 14th in free throw attempts. I mean, he's just everywhere in this national list. And Alex Steen's got a few himself. Steen has had an outstanding year. He's in 7 different categories nationally. You can see why both these two guys are in the Bevo Francis top 100 list for players in the country. Alex is 3rd in double-doubles, believe it or not, with 17 double-doubles. When I say believe it or not, I didn't really mean it that way, but it's 17 double-doubles. He's also in the top 20 in 5 other different categories, and so these guys have really shown out for the Mocs so far this season. It's been a really tough night tonight for Florida Southern, but again, college basketball is the kind of game. It's the kind of game that things change in a hurry, and all it takes is a few threes, a few stops, and you're right back in this thing. And that's what the Mocs have to hope can happen here in the second half. And if you're Tampa, of course, you want to keep the train moving. I mean, they were just really, really good in the first half in all phases of the game, including taking advantage of Mocs' mistakes. Tampa had 12 points on 11 Mocs turnovers. Not a big number, but still a pretty decent number. They had 26 points in the paint, and their bench outscored the Mocs 19-13. You know, we talked about the Mocs really having a good bench. Well, Tampa does too, and especially Trey Lane, who has come off the bench and had an outstanding game for the Spartans in the first half. If you're the Mocs, you've got to make some changes here. You've got to really get some stops. I think that's going to be the big key here for Florida Southern. They have got to slow down this Tampa run here. And as we now see, let's go ahead and send it down to Carl Van Gelder. He's with Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly.
Coach, we saw turnovers were an issue in that first half. How are you guys hoping to limit that?
Yeah, we were careless. I thought that deflated us a little bit, and it caused us to be a step slow, which they obviously took full advantage of. Disappointed with our discipline, disappointed with our focus and our competitiveness in that first half, but we got another 20 to go. We told the guys we haven't been in this situation all year in terms of being down this amount, but you got to win all games all different types of way. Tampa played great that half. We're going to have to slow them down, but we got to play a lot harder. We got to play a lot tougher.
And you talk about playing harder and tougher. This Tampa squad, they've played really physical on the offensive end. How are you hoping to slow them down?
Just got to keep in front. We got to keep in front. That's something we stress to the guys. Keep in front 94 feet, even inside. Like, we're doing a poor job giving them too much space, over-helping at times, and doing a poor job on the ball. So we just got to get better. We got to get tougher, and we got to match their intensity.
Got you. Thank you, Coach. Back to you, Jim.
All right, Carl, very good. Well, you heard it right there. Got to get tougher, got to match their intensity. They've got to keep them in front of them in order to really get a better job on the rebounding end of this thing. So, yes, there's a lot of work to be done. And, again, it's a 16-point deficit. You also heard Coach Donnelly say that they have not been in this situation this year. And they haven't. They haven't. But let's see what they can do. I would say the first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half are going to be absolutely critical for the Mocs. If they can come out and make a statement early here, I think that this game could really turn around. But I think they're going to need to make that statement. Carl, I just mentioned as you were coming back up that first 4 or 5 minutes, I think, pretty critical. The Mocs need to maybe make a statement here.
Yeah, they need to come out swinging here. We saw Tampa do a great job coming out at the start of that first half and really showing the Mocs what they're going to do. Pressure them, force turnovers, and then execute offensively. That's what the Mocs need to do here. Play their brand of basketball, make sure everyone touches it, and get a bucket.
Well, Tampa will start with the ball, and they have a 16-point lead here. And a little bit of a delay getting started. Not sure why. I think one of the officials talking to Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly about something here, which of course we are not privy to know being up here. But there is a discussion going on, and we're not sure exactly what that is. But whatever it is, it's over. And we are ready for the final 20. Let's see if the Mocs can cut into this thing and get back into it. And you know Tampa will not take its foot off the gas. Brian Williams, guarded by Joe Moon, in front court. Leto sets the screen. Williams all the way around and scores. What a move by Brian Williams. 10 points and 18-point Mock deficit. Here is Steen going in on Leto. Goes up and answers back. Steen with 8. All the way down in a hurry, wide open inside. For the easy bucket is Nimmers. He's got 8, and Tampa back up 18. Carl, you can't do that.
Yeah, the Mocs, they had PG fall down, but Steen needs to recognize the trailer there and take care of that offensive point.
Here is Denny. The jumper is good. What a shot by Dom. Mocs need him to get going. He's got 4. Florida Southern still down 16, right where we started the half. Williams almost lost it. Joe Moon staying all over him. Williams still there. And a push foul on Joe Moon, the 4th. And that's 3 on him, and the Mocs don't need to get him out of the game.
And Coach Conley talked about when I just spoke with him how they need to play intense 94 feet of basketball. Joe Moon, the 4th, is great at doing that, but with those 3 fouls you see coming off now.
Yeah, Moon is out and Amari Miller back, so the guarding things will switch, and now Gerald is out on Williams. Well, this will be interesting.
It's something we've seen a lot this year, PG guarding the ones.
Williams going all the way down, missed a shot, maybe changed it a little bit. Booth gets the rebound. Mocs will bring it back. Here's Steen with Leto trying to get the foul on Steen, and they do. Number 3 on Tyson Leto.
And good job there by Steen going into the defender and forcing the contact. Too strong on the response there by Leto.
And it looks like they're going to get him out here with those 3 fouls. Jasleski coming back in, and Leto will sit. So an inbounds pass coming up. Pass to Denny for 3. That's what the Mocs needed. Dom's got 7 now. The Mocs down 13. All the way back down. It comes for Froby and Williams. Inside. Jasleski on Steen. Kicked it back out for Nimmers. Now Froby again. Baseline cutoff. Mock defense stepped up in this possession. This is Williams. Deep 3 over Booth. Short air ball. Steen, did he touch it? I don't know. They're going to say, they're going to change it. I think he did touch it. That's going to be Tampa ball. Tampa ball on the shot. Now they put 30 on the clock. I'm not sure that should be either. He didn't hit the rim, did he? Carl? I don't think he hit the rim, did he?
No, it didn't hit the rim. It should be around 16, I
thought they're going to check it right now. The clock should be a little different than what it is. So we'll see where they do reset it. 5. Whoa, that's called resetting.
A little off.
Yeah, that's called resetting it. I'm sure Tampa knows. Williams got to get it in first. And he finally did. No, he didn't either because Amari Miller made a steal. Amari going down. Boom. Oh, he missed a jam. But Steen is there and said, I'll clean it up. Steen's got 10. Mocs down 11. This may be the run. Mocs need stops. Here's Froby. And giving it up here for Jasinski. And the Mocs will not give it up this time. Tampa by 14.
And that's how Tampa's played so far today. The Mocs try to answer, but they hit a big shot to respond.
All the way in. Layup by Dom Denny. Denny's getting fired up. He's got 9. 7 here in the period. Back out for Jasinski. Nemmers against Denny. Nemmers up, missed the shot. Rebound blocked by Steen. Denny with the basketball. Mox on the move. Here's Booth. Spots for 3 and had it blocked. A great block by Williams. Wow. And Tampa back the other way. And who's got it? Brian Williams. He didn't get it to go. Saved by Tampa, though. Kept it in play. All the way down. Shot blocked again, this time by Miller. Mox on the move. Florida Southern down a dozen. Booth will, I don't know if he's going to get free throws or not. I don't think so, but we'll see. He wanted to shoot, but I don't know if he got that far. Blunt gets the foul.
And they'll say 2 free throws.
Oh, they are. They're going to give it to him. Jaden 6 for 6 from the line today. Mox down 12, can get it to 10 if he can hit them both. Here's one.
So far today, the Mox already at 6 blocks on the day, just 1 for Tampa so far.
Lane is in for Williams. And 1 for Booth. Mox down 10. Lane had a really good first half. Let's see what he can do here. See if the Mox can get him. Ball stolen away by Tom Denny. The pass for Booth. Looking for Steen. Boom! Alex Steen. He's got a dozen, and Lake Turner wants a timeout. Mox down 8, and Carl, here is the run.
What a find there by Jaden Booth, staying cool in the midst of chaos, dumping it down, and a crazy dunk from Steen, jumping from all the way out from the SSC logo.
Well, don't go away. Mox are back to within 8 on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Well, Carl, the Mox now on a 6-0 run in the last 59 seconds. And, boy, what a great finish on that last play.
And this is part of it. Great defense, but even better offense. No-look pass and yamming it. Great job there by Steen. And he made sure to look down on our cameraman, Sam.
So both teams coming back out of the timeout. The Mox will keep the same 5 in right now. And, boy, Dom Denny has really stepped it up here. Again, he got saddled with those 3 fouls in the first half, but second half, he's been the old Dom.
Already with 7 points in the second half of action. He's done a great job of playing really good defense, but even better offense.
Spartans bring it up with an 8-point lead. Trey Lane guarded by Gerald. Lane trying to go through, and I think Gerald's going to get a foul. And he will. And the Mox, that'll be 2, I believe, on Gerald. Let's see.
It will be.
2 on Gerald.
And fouling wasn't an issue for PG early in the year when he was mostly down low, but as of late, it's been a big point of emphasis for this Moxon side to make sure to maintain that foul trouble for him.
Both teams with 2 fouls here in the half. Here's Lane again. Peyton Gerald with him. The dish down. Jaden Booth's going to get a steal. He read it. Booth's going to go all the way down himself. He dumps it in for Steen, who goes up and scores. And one. And one for Alex Steen. And the Mox are within 6.
That was showtime, Jim. Oh, my goodness.
Jadleski picks up the foul. And Steen can get the Mox to within 5. And does. Alex with 15 in the game. Here is Lane. Go all the way down, dumped it past over Leto's head, or Jaslinski's head rather. Here is Booth. to Denny. Almost threw it away. Denny got it back inside, trying to go to Amari Miller, and it's knocked out of bounds. Mocs keep the basketball.
Mocs almost having a little bit too much fun on that possession, but they're doing a great job of turning over the Tampa side. They have 3 turnovers in the last minute 44.
Denny to inbound. Mocs down 5. Gerald deep. No. Rebound comes down for Froby. Tampa back the other way. Florida Southern's got to keep the pressure on here. Froby coming outside here for Blunt. Blunt with a runner, missed the shot. Here's Jaden Booth with the rebound and the ball for Denny. All the way down. Denny up, got it. Denny's got 11. Mocs down 3. All the way down. Shot up and in. Great play by Blunt, who very cool under pressure there. He's got 13. Mocs down 5. This is Denny driving through. Dumped it down to Miller, who couldn't hold on to it. A great pass by Denny, and we're going to get the under 16 media timeout. Boy, in 4 minutes and 39 seconds, the Mocs have scored 20 points here in the second half. And folks, we got a game on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Established with a foundation of quality excellence in delivering the most satisfying home buying experience on earth. Dedication, strong leadership, and commitment to their customers have made Highland Homes one of the largest and most respected home builders in Central Florida. Well, Carl, what a sequence here for Florida Southern.
Points off turnovers have been what got the Mocs going in the second half. They have 11 compared to 3 for Tampa. And just look at this. Behind the back, finish through contact, moccasin basketball.
Tremendous pass by Jaden Booth. Well, we see Tyson Lato back in now for Tampa, so he will play with 3. And let's see if Alex Steen, when he goes on offense, tries to get him number 4. Here we go. Tampa by 5. Froby with it, gives it to Lato, and now to Lane. Froby again. Froby. Steal by Peyton Gerald. Gerald's going down. He's going up. Boom for Peyton Gerald. His first basket of the second half. Mocs down 3.
And he could touch the top of the backboard, Jim. Rose up there.
Lato. Back for Lane. Lane to Lato inside. Going up. Had it blocked by Steen. He'll try again. He had it blocked again. It's out of bounds. It's Tampa ball. Boy, that was close. Tampa keeps the basketball.
Steen now 3 blocks in this game. Amari Miller has 2, and 2 other Mocs on the court have 1.
So here is Lato off the inbounds. Deep 3 by Lane is no good. He stayed out. Boy, I thought that thing was down. Mocs down 3, can tie. Jaden, traffic, up, missed. Rebound Lato, no foul on the play. All the way back for Froby. Mocs trying to get back. Wide open 3 outside. Oh, my goodness. Ryan Blunt has got 16, and now the Spartans' lead is 6. This is Booth around a Steen screen. They double him. He finds Peyton Gerald for 3 outside. Got it! Peyton Gerald's got 15. Mocs down 3 again. Lane for Froby. Into the corner it comes for Nimmers and back out. Here's Nimmers again. Had it stripped away. Denny with the touch. Gerald with a pickup. Mocs down 3 again with the ball. A chance to tie. Booth guarded by Lane. Driving through on Lane. The runner in the lane. Too hard. Rebound Steen. Goes up. Missed it. Steen had it. Couldn't get it. And Tampa comes up with it. Nimmers all the way down. The 3 by Blunt is short. Rebound Booth. He's got Steen in the front of him. Steen going down. Goes up. And got it. Alex Steen with 17. Mox down 1. Here is Lane. Leto all the way through and scores, and Steen commits the foul. And Steen took one right in the jaw from Leto.
And Steen has to be careful. Don't want to talk to the ref too much here and get in even more trouble. He'll be coming off, Moon coming in for him, so the Mocs going a little bit smaller.
Steen with 3 now, I believe. So Joe Moon is back in, so that'll switch the matchups a little bit. Leto coming to the line. Tampa by 3. Mocs have not caught him, but they have gotten close. They have made it interesting. Remember, it was a 16-point halftime deficit. Missed it. Miller didn't get it. And the bucket is up and in by Froby. Oh, my goodness. A dozen now for Froby. The Mocs are down 5. This is Booth. Needs help. Finds Gerald. Gerald in trouble. Down low for Joe Moon, the 4th. He lost the ball. And Tampa brings it back up. All the way down for Lane. Corner. Fake. Wanted the 3. Didn't take it. Great ball movement by Tampa. All the way down. Blocked by Miller. And a no foul call.
And a great contest there by Amari Miller. That's his 3rd block of the game, staying vertical until the last moment, and then he gets all ball. Fairberg's coming in for PG.
Yeah, PG probably needs a break here.
Yeah. He's been running the floor for the Mocs, but so is Jaden Booth, who has 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 12 assists.
The Spartan lead is 5. The Mocs were within 1, I believe, at one point. They've had a chance to take the lead or at least tie a couple times. So Firebergs now has Leto. And this is Blunt, who has been really tough. Back out it comes. This is Williams, guarded by Denny. Remember, Denny with 3. Williams drains the jumper. Williams now with 12. Mocs down 7. Mocs got to keep it close. Moon going in, going up, got the bucket, no foul called. Joe's got 7. Mocs down 5. Tampa back the other way in a hurry with Lane, who almost lost it. Kicks it out to Leto. And now it comes to Froby. Here's Lane again. Around his screen, Leto got a chance. Oh, and Miller just knocked it into the cheap seats. Amari Miller just knocked it into the cheap seats. Lane is down. Let's hope he is all right. And we are going to get the under 12 media timeout. He is back up as Florida Southern down 5 just made another statement here in a scintillating second half. Don't go away. We got plenty more to come here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Fans would like to thank our restaurant partner, Chinese Cuisine, soon to be located in the Lake Miriam Plaza. For a wide selection of quality Chinese food takeout, nothing beats the convenience of Chinese cuisine. Well, there's our score, time remaining. There is a lot of time remaining in this game. But, Carl, this has been everything we thought it would be, although not quite like I thought it would go, but it's winding up the way I thought it would be.
Yeah, it has been a really good game, a game of runs from both these high-paced teams that want to create turnovers. We've seen Tampa early in the game. They created turnovers and fast break points. Mocs did to start this one. Now Florida Southern showing that physicality. They're the SWAT team this year, Jim.
Well, that's what head coach Donnelly told you at the half there. They had to get a little tougher, and I think they have. Lane all the way back out for Leto. Miller is with him now. Near steal. Denny did steal it, swiped it away. Denny going to go all the way down himself. He's going to stop. He's going to pop. He's going to score. Denny's got 13, and the Mocs are down 3.
11 in this quarter, and that's just vintage Dominic Denny.
Froby far side, down into Leto, and Firebird going to get a foul.
Wrapping around there, Jaden trying to help coach him up a little bit. Don't need to be that aggressive on the inbound. You want Leto to really have to try to battle around you.
4 fouls on the Mocs, 3 on Tampa. Remember, 7 is bonus time. Looking around, gets it in. That's Williams. He drew the foul from Joe Moon, the 4th, and that's not what you wanted if you're the Mocs. That's going to give him 4.
And Joe's favorite number is 4. It's his number on his jersey, but now doesn't like that number too much for his foul total.
So Williams to the free throw line. He has not been there today. He's got 12 points. One more. Mocs down 4. Williams 83% at the line and has them both. 14. So the Mocs will get Steen and Gerald back in. Joe Moon coming out, Amari Miller coming out. Florida Southern down 5. They've been knocking on the door, but they haven't been able to break it down yet.
And the big thing for the Mocs is continue to try to just get closer and closer. You don't need to win it all at once. Just continue to get closer and try to find ways to execute.
Denny to the corner, and he stepped out of bounds. That does not help.
Mocs 3 of their last 3. They just need to get back on the offensive end here, try to get a stop and get it back rolling.
So Leto coming all the way back to take it in, and he'll get it to Lane. Denny with Lane. Denny's had a great second half, and Lane has been reasonably quiet. Still with it. Now trying to dump it down. That was Nimmers inside. Leto will score.
The Mocs getting a little bit too jumpy on the defensive end. That's how they got into foul trouble early with Steen. The Mocs leaving their feet when they don't need to. They stay vertical, it'll be a good contest.
And there's a foul called on Higdon, and I don't think he liked that one bit. So that's going to be 4 now on Tampa. The Mocs with 5. And both these teams shoot free throws really well. If it comes down to that contest, it's going to be even. Pass up, no good. Rebound Leto. And the Mocs fail to score. Here is Lane all the way down. Lane, deep 3, had it blocked. Ball is going to bounce around, but it comes right to Williams, and they're going to call Denny for the foul. Denny just did not get his feet set. Denny will get his 4th. So now Moon and Denny with 4 each. And, Carl, I would think maybe some decisions here for Mike Donnelly. Or he's going to let him play, maybe.
It puts Donnelly in a tough spot, and it looks like Miller will come back in for one of them. I'd anticipate to see Donovan Smith return. He played some good minutes, and that only means, though, Jaden will return to be that point guard. Not yet, though.
So Firebirds will come out, and Miller will return. Maybe a little offense-defense switch here, although it seems a little early for that, but maybe not. We'll see. Got to mop it up there. Florida Southern down 7. Boy, they were closer a few minutes ago. Can they come all the way back? That's the key here.
And you also got to remember with Faribergs, he's still getting back into the rhythm of playing.
Absolutely.
So maybe take him off now. Try to save him for the last 8.
Donovan Smith will check in, and that's going to get Denny out. So I would think Mr. Booth will be the point guard here for the Mocs.
I would assume with the 3 bigs in and Donovan Smith.
Pass inbounds for Higdon. This is Lane. Around he goes, out, and here's Williams. Williams steps back. Dumped it down. Perfect pass for Leto. And Leto now with 18. Mocs are down 9 again.
Bad defense there by Florida Southern. Just got lost in that screen. Can't let that happen.
And Booth had it stripped, and they're going to say no foul, and Williams will jam for Tampa. Well, I don't think too many people are going to be happy with that one. 16 now for Williams, and just like that, the Mocs are down 11. They got to come back again. Can they do it? Here is Booth. Cut off, they double him. Gerald, down low, thrown away. Mocs are getting careless. Pass it comes for Williams. Williams trying to go through Gerald and almost lost it, but maintained it. Here is Lane. Nimmers, deep 3 by Nimmers. No good. Ball tipped around. What's we going to get? Mocs basketball.
Mocs need to settle in here. On that last 2 possessions, we've seen them try to do a little bit too much when doubled or even when trying to find those openings. Take what you're given. create how you have been before. It's an 8-0 run right now for Tampa in the last 2 minutes because of 3 mock turnovers.
So here is Booth. Front court, guarded by Nimmers. And we got a foul outside there, which would be number 5 on Tampa. Nimmers will get it.
Booth inbounding
Only his
here.
first.
I'd look to see Booth try to get it in quickly and then get it right back.
There is Gerald. He's going to try to go in on Williams. Knocked out of bounds by Williams, and Florida Southern will keep it. Brian Williams with quick hands.
Good punch there by Williams to knock the ball out.
So Booth inbounds for Steen. Booth gets it back here. Wants to take the shot. Does. Got it. Booth nails it. 15 for Booth. Mox down 9. And boy, Carl, this is where you got to start getting some stops. Back out for Williams. Deep 3 over Gerald. Won't go. Rebound Steen. Booth to the basketball. Mox going to try to get a little closer. Steen trying to get Booth the screen that he wanted. All the way in for Gerald. No one's going to touch him. Gerald with 17. Mox down 7. Quickly back the other way is Lane. And Gerald is limping badly. Gerald is limping badly. And are they going to do anything about it? No, they're trying. The Mox bench are trying to get some. Here's Miller. Shot is passed out of bounds. Mox ball. And now they got to get Gerald out of the game. Boy, that's not good. Joe Moon coming back in. Boy, that's not good. Peyton Gerald coming out limping, and we may have seen the end of him tonight.
The Mox have to hope that's a cramp for him.
Yeah, let's hope. Florida Southern with the ball. Booth with it. Mox still down 7. Can they get closer? Booth, the runner. They are closer. They're down 5. Booth with 17. And Lane guarded by Donovan Smith. Lane going through. Smith lost his balance. Lane all the way down. Missed the shot. Up and blocked, and we got a foul. And I don't know whether Steen blocked him or what.
I think it'll be on Amari Miller, and it will be. He was holding a little bit at the bottom. That's the hard part about being such a good shot blocking team. Sometimes too many guys want to get in on the party, and that's too much contact down low by Miller.
Under 8 media timeout, and that was the 7th foul on the Mox. So Tampa will be shooting free throws from here on, and Mike Donnelly is really unhappy about it. We're back after this on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Fans would like to thank our corporate sponsor, Robert Benz Roofing, a local family-owned roofing company who are experts in everything roofing, from installation and repairs to custom sheet metal roofing work. Summers are hot and humid, winters are drier and warm. If you live or own property in Lakeland, it's important to have a reliable roofing contractor on hand, especially with unpredictable weather changes. If you need roofing repairs, wind mitigation, or custom fabrication, don't wait to get in touch with Robert Benz Roofing at robertbenzroofing.com. Well, Carl, you think that for Peyton Gerald it may just be a cramp?
Yeah, from what I've seen on the sideline, he's working with an excellent athletic trainer in Tony Cecil for Florida Southern Athletics, working to get back on the court. I saw him taking an electrolyte tablet, trying to hydrate, trying to loosen that calf up. That can happen sometimes in intense games like this where you're running back and forth a lot, exerting a lot of energy on the court.
So Blunt makes his first free throw. He's got 17, and the lead is now 6 for Tampa. Still a long way to go, though. And 7.
And those free throws broke up a 2-minute scoring drought for the Spartans.
Mox down 7, and Jaden with the ball, guarded by Nimmers. And every time Jaden gets into a position, they double him. Here's Steen. Kicks it out. Joe Moon, deep three. Got it. We had a perfect look, and Joe's got 10. Mocs down 4. Big possession coming up. They're all big. Here's Leto. Giving it up for Froby. Trying to post on Moon. Dumped it down. Pass up and in. What a great pass. Nimmers with the bucket. He's got 10. Mocs down 6.
Mocs defense falling asleep there.
Booth for 3. No good. And Leto the rebound. Boy, that hurt. Looked good. Just didn't go. Here's Leto. Steen with him. Back out for Froby. And Leto again and Froby again. Froby going all the way down on Steen. And 1. Alex Steen gets the foul.
That's his 4th. He's getting up in the air too early. We're seeing it all game. The Mocs are jumping too early and late with the second contest, and it's an easy foul call every time.
Froby with 14 now. And Carl is right. Steen with 4. Denny coming back. He's got 4. Moon has 4. Steen has 4. And Gerald Payton is hurt.
Peyton Gerald's back on the court.
Oh, no, he's not hurt. Back in the court he is. So you were right. And thank goodness.
Yes.
Froby's free throw is good.
My time as an assistant athletic trainer in high school finally paying off.
9-point Mock deficit. Seems like every time they get close, Tampa pulls away. Denny trying to go all the way in on lane. Stops, pops, no good. Rebound comes down for Froby. Tampa coming back the other way. Leto through, ball out of bounds. Mock's ball as the ball went out off of Caden Froby. Grad student out of Lincoln, Illinois. And he has had himself a good one. Mocs will take a timeout here. That'll leave the Mocs with 1. And there will still be one more media timeout. But we'll step aside. Florida Southern down 1, and they'll have the ball when we come back on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Fans would like to thank our corporate sponsor, the Watson Clinic Urgent Care, and Dr. Gregory. Watson Clinic maintains a comprehensive and sizable staff of board-certified physicians and providers to better serve the community and has been committed to providing state-of-the-art medical technology since 1941. It provides patients with the highest quality of care that they deserve. So out of the timeout, it's a rejuvenated Peyton Gerald, Amari Miller, Dom Denny, Joe Moon the 4th, and I believe Jaden Booth. It is. So Denny will bring it up. Mocs down 9. Need buckets, need stops. For Miller. Miller wants to post on Leto, didn't. Here's Gerald. He's going up. He shoots, and 1. And 1 for Peyton Gerald. 19 for Gerald.
Back like he never left, Jim.
Yep. Blunt will get his second foul. Tampa really has nobody in foul trouble, and the Mocs are surviving. And Gerald to the free throw line. His first free throw of the day.
Watch for a press here from the Mocs. They're talking over assignments.
And got it. Gerald now with 20, averages 73.6. Here is Lane bringing it up. Mocs are down 6, 2-possession game. Leto gives it up for Froby, and now inside is Lane on Denny, and he scores. Lane's first basket of the second half. Again, the Mocs have done a good job on him here in this second stanza. But the Mocs are down 8. This is Denny all the way, dumped it down for Booth. Back out, Joe Moon the 4th. The spin move, lost the ball, but he got fouled. And it's going to be on Froby, and I believe that's his first foul. And that should be 7. And now we have a free throw shooting contest.
And so far, both these teams have shot really well. The Mocs 10 for 10. Tampa, they're 15 for 19.
And Moon, with 10 in the game, has a chance for a couple more. Joe Moon is 25 of 27 this year from the line. One more to go. He has Jaden Booth percentage numbers. And 2. Mocs down 6. Again, a stop is needed. Lane for Froby. For Nimmers. Back out. Trying to move is Blunt. Froby down low for Leto. Guarded by Steen. Leto going up. Steen blocked the shot. Who's going to get the... Oh, it comes right to a very opportunistic Froby who's got 17. Holy cow. Booth. Looking. Wants to go in. Goes up. Shot and 1. Jaden Booth with 19. And a free throw coming up. Mocs down 6.
And the Mocs have been waiting for a shot like that to fall for Jaden. Before that, he was 4 for 12 from the field and was really trying to find that recipe to work. Right now, he needs to find a way, continue to attack the paint, continue to get to the free throw line.
Brian Williams coming back in for Trey Lane. So I would imagine he'll be Denny's, but we'll see. Gerald has had him a few times himself. Booth's free throw is good. 20 now for Jaden. Mocs are down 5. Amari Miller back for Joe Moon the fourth, and I'm seeing offense-defense switches here, Carl. They've got Amari Miller in on the defensive end.
And I think part of this is also with PG guarding the 1 for Tampa now in Williams. They want to go bigger for those wings.
So here's Williams. Wide open jumper. Let's see. There's going to be a foul called here on the Mocs. Did they get Gerald for the foul? No, they got Denny. Did he foul out? No, they got Gerald. They got Gerald. So 3 on Gerald. Leto to the line. It's 1 and the bonus here. He's got 18. 9 on the Mocs now, so 1 more, and it's 2 shots from now on. Got it. Tyson Leto with 19 points. He averages 13.7. 10 rebounds for him in the game, 1 short of his average. And got them both. 20 points for Leto. He's a good one. Mocs down 7. And Booth will bring it up. Long way to go, though. Under 5, as you can see. Booth wanted the 3, couldn't quite get it done. Here is Miller for Gerald. Jumper foul line, short. Rebound Tampa. Leto will get it. Now he's got 11. Mocs down 7. All the way down is Tampa. Trying to pass it back out. It does. Brian Williams all the way down. Dumps it in. Oh, it's going to stay with Tampa. Must have bounced off a Mock.
Yeah, I think that went off the knee of Steen there. A good job there by Williams making this Mocs defense get out of position, but good job by Florida Southern recovering in time.
Williams. Deflected and stolen by Gerald. And it's going to be Mocs ball. And Joe Moon will come in, and there's the offense-defense switch with Amari Miller coming out. Well, it's not too early, I guess. It's 4:29 to go. Mocs down 7. Need a hoop. Denny with it. Booth. 3. Got it! Jaden Booth. 23. Mocs down 4. Leto, Blunt, Williams driving on Steen and 1, and Steen is so unhappy with a foul.
And he's out.
And Alex Steen is out of the game. And that is going to hurt the Mocs. 18 now for Williams, and Alex Steen is out. 5 fouls for Alex Steen. So the Mocs are going to have to go without him here for the final 4 minutes of the game. Free throw coming up. Amari Miller coming in. And now, Carl, I don't see any offense-defense switch. I see Miller playing a while.
And you got to remember, too, there's 3 Mocs on the court right now with 3 or more fouls.
Yep.
And Denny and Joe Moon, the fourth, both have 4.
Well, in their 2 losses that they had to Nova and to St. Leo, the other team shot an inordinate amount of fouls. Oh, there's a foul. It's going to stay. It's going to be on the Mocs, and I think it's on Gerald. That will be 4 on him. And free throws coming up. That's 10, so 2 free throws from now on. The Mocs are staring down a problem here. Now let's see what they can do. They're down 6. It's only a 2-possession game. And Leto has been brilliant. 21 for him. And double-digit rebounds again. (22) Mocs down 8 with 4 minutes to go. They were down 16 at the half. So let's see what they can do. Denny in front court. Here is Booth. Guarded by Nimmers. And a foul going to be called here on Blunt. And that will be 3 on him, all in the second half. And that is going to get us to the under 4 media timeout, final media timeout. The Mocs have 1 left. Tampa has 2. Don't go away, boy. This is going to be a fantastic finish on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Well, there's our score. Time remaining. The Mocs still have some work to do. Down 8 here against the University of Tampa Spartans. And Carl, in the game right now, Florida Southern is shooting 57.6% to 48.7% for Tampa. And yet, the Mocs are down 8.
Yeah, a big part of that has been turnovers, but also fouling so far. We talked about that foul discrepancy so far. 24 for Tampa, 13 for the Mocs. Tampa doing a good job of hitting them. So have Florida Southern. But something I want to look for Florida Southern here as this game progresses in the final 3:44. I want to see Jaden Booth used as a decoy, which is something crazy to say. Joe Moon IV has played excellent so far on the offensive end. He's 4 for 4. Jaden Booth has gravity that comes from being an All-American and likely a 2-time All-American if he can continue to play at the level he has so far this year. The Mocs need to find ways to use that gravity to create openings for these other bucket getters.
It is a 1-and-1. It's the final 1-and-1 in the game. The Mocs have hit 14 straight free throws, and hopefully I didn't jinx them. But that's the difference in the game. Both teams have 38 field goals. The difference is at the free throw line in amount. Got them both. Booth with 25. Lane gives it up. Froby, and here we go. Back out for Williams. Gerald on him. Williams steps up, shot too hard. Rebound Leto, and he'll bring it out fresh 20. They're not taking it. Nimmers missed the 3. Tipped out, and Tampa won it back again with Froby. Kicks it into out for Williams. Lane for 3. In and out. And the rebound, Joe Moon IV. Mocs down 6. All the way down for Denny for 3. No, in and out. Who's going to get a rebound? Peyton Gerald's going to get it. Gerald's going up. Layup is good. Mocs down 4. 22 for Gerald. Under 3 to go. Here is Williams. And they slow it down now with Froby. Williams. Nimmers. Williams. Leto on Miller. Powers up. Got it. Leto with 24. Mocs down 4. Here is Gerald. All the way in. That's going to be an offensive foul on Gerald. and I could see it coming. And
That's
Gerald
his
is
fifth.
out of the game.
Great play there from Leto.
Yep,
Can't
he
say
just
anything
stayed.
else.
He just stood up. So Gerald is out. Steen is out. 2.5 to go. The Mocs are down 6. Mike Donnelly's got 30 seconds to make a sub.
I think it has to be Fairburg's, right?
You would think, but we don't know. We'll see. It's going to be Mattioli. So no Steen, no Gerald. Mocs are down 6. What are they going to do?
They need to find ways to rebound. So far, the biggest listed guy on the court for them is Amari Miller, who's listed at 6'8", but he's more 6'4", 6'5". The Mocs need to rebound defensively.
Lane is guarded by Mattioli now. This is Froby guarded. Mattioli switched off on him. Froby dumps it right down to Leto. Both guys went after him and an easy bucket. Leto is 26, Tampa up 8. Denny stops, pops, hits. Denny with 15. Mocs want a timeout. This is going to be Mike Donnelly's final timeout. He's down 6 with 2 minutes to go. And I think we'll just go ahead and keep it here. It's going to be a 30. We see Blunt coming back in here for Tampa. Carl, this just gets down to they got to get stops. And if Tampa shoots, they got to somehow get a rebound without those two guys in the game.
Yeah, now it's time for the Mocs to really get serious about playing physical. Something Coach Donnelly talked about coming out of half. If you want to rebound the ball against Tampa, you need to be physical. You may not have your starting 4 or 5, but in my walk-ons interview that I talked with Peyton Gerald about, he said we're a team that is looking at a national championship. If you think you're a team of that caliber, now is the moment when you come up and provide that.
So the Mocs will bring Miller, Mattioli, Moon, Booth, and Denny. Miller really the only rebounder on the floor for Florida Southern, and you know he's got to get Leto. That goes without saying. Here we go, 2 minutes to go. Tampa got it in. Mocs going to try to double. They will not. Lane had it knocked away on the floor. What do we got? Tampa basketball.
And 6 seconds have already gone by, Jim. So they need to get it across quickly if the Mocs need to play a good press again.
And Link Darner knows that, and he's going to call a 30-second timeout here for Tampa. And he's not happy with his team right now because he knows that there's not a whole lot of time to get this thing across. Well, again, it looks like the Mocs are going to have to figure out a way to win this game without those two guys. And believe me, you talk about Coach Donnelly said at the half that they've never been in this position before. Well, I guarantee you they haven't been in this position either.
Yeah, and in my opinion, they're missing 2 of probably the top 5 best defenders in the entire country now, and they need to get stops. The biggest thing here is guard the perimeter, but especially guard the painted area. Find ways to box out. That's number 1 priority. You can think about scoring, but it doesn't matter how well you can score if you can't limit the other team from getting on the offensive glass. Well,
this is another game where the foul discrepancy has been a little bit high. It's 20-13. Mocs with 20, Tampa with 13. And there's a steal by Denny. Mocs are going to keep it. They get it back. Great job by Denny. Here is Booth. Mocs down 6. And Leto gets the foul. And that should be 4 on him. And Booth will get 2 free throws because that is the 10th foul on Tampa.
And the Mocs faithful loving that call.
Nimmers will come back next dead ball here for Tampa. And Booth to the line. Unofficially 25 for Jaden. 26. Blunt out and Nimmers in. 1 more for Booth. Can get the Mocs to within 4. And does. So here we go. Froby to inbound. Williams. Guarded by Joe Moon, who's got 4. Williams, they're trying to double him. He lost the ball. He traveled. No call. They let it go. Oh, my goodness. Now they lost it again. It comes back to Tampa. Oh, my goodness. How did they miss the travel call? How did they miss the travel call? I hate to complain, but my goodness. My goodness. Boy, and Mike Donnelly is just really unhappy right now. So are the fans. He slid halfway across the floor. Unbelievable.
And I'm very interested to see what they're talking about at the scores table right now.
Well, I don't think they can change the call.
I think it's about the shot clock because Booth tried to save it. Maybe they're going to reset it for him.
Well, maybe so.
And Donnelly is livid.
Oh, he
and
is.
Justifiably.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I would say so, too. I mean, that should have been a turnover with a 4-point deficit here. The Mocs should have had the basketball. Fans are pretty unhappy, too. And they're checking something here now. We'll try to find out for you what it is.
I think it has to do with the shot clock. They were motioning with the save that we saw from Jaden Booth. You can see the Mocs huddle right there. They have a lot to talk over here. If this does indeed stay with Tampa, which I'd assume it will, they need to find a way to close out this possession.
Yep, they really do. Now there is 10 on the shot clock. So let's see. That's what they say now. Let's see what it is when they finally come to an agreement here. They're checking the video, and right now Link Darner's pretty unhappy. He's just wondering what's going on himself. And I've seen Coach Darner get pretty mad on occasion, and coaches usually have to hold him back once in a while. But he's angry now, and and again, this is one of those situations where still a lot of time, in essence, in the game here, 126.
Especially with these two teams.
Now Link was smiling at the official, so whatever it is, I think it's probably going to be all right. But the Mocs are not happy because there was a definite travel in there that went uncalled. Bottom line, it went uncalled. But they can't do anything about it. So let's see what they finally come up with here. .126 to go, as you can see. So there's still time. There's still some possessions in this game.
23 now on the shot clock.
23.
They'll say when Jaden had it, he may have had possession and turned it over. And a big thing to look at.
That would be a hard call because, again, we didn't have a good view of that, but it just looked like a scramble to me.
I agree.
That just looked like a scramble.
And to go back to free throws, something we've talked about a lot today, Jim. Outside of Jaden Booth, the Mocs have shot 4 free throws.
Well, and we have seen this before in previous games. Both the losses to Nova and St. Leo, it was an 83-47 free throw shot disparity. Inbound for Froby, and here we go. Froby guarded by Hugo Mattioli, now back out for Williams. Moon with 4. Williams all the way down. Missed the shot. Rebound Miller. He got fouled. No question about that. Booth is down. Booth is up. Booth is 2. Booth is good. Mocs down 2. Mocs down 2. 1 minute to go. Williams brings it up. Moon with him. Back for Lane. Denny with him. Williams. Fans with a defensive chant. The screen by Froby. Williams, traffic, deep 3, Lane open. Got it. Trey Lane nails the 3. 15 for Lane. Mocs down 5, and they got to hurry. Here is Denny for 3. Got it. Mocs down 2. Denny with 18. Inbounds for Williams, bringing it up. 25 seconds to go. Tampa does not have to shoot it. And what's the call? We got a foul, I think.
It'll be on Mattioli. He fouled Nimmers.
Okay. Mattioli's first foul, not that it matters. So Nimmers will come to the line.
If I'm correct, I believe he's 27 for 47 on the year coming into today.
Well, he's got 2. It's a 1-possession game right now. Watch with us. One more. One more for Nimmers. It's a 1-possession game no matter what. He got it. And now a timeout is called by Tampa. It's a full timeout. Florida Southern has 22.2 seconds to go. They are down 3. They are down a 1-possession game. Carl, it has come down to this. Now, if you're the Mocs, the obvious choice, if they're going to take a 3, is Jaden. And they almost have to take a 3 because they don't have any bigs in the game per se. But I don't know. Dom Denny can hit it. Joe Moon can hit it. A lot of guys can hit it.
Yeah, and this is why I'm glad Donnelly's in that chair down there and I'm not, because this is a really tough decision to make. So I think even you could go for a 2-point shot here. You need to make sure it's a guarantee, though. If you get that 2-point shot, I think you hunt Nimmers again. You try to find him to go to the free throw line. He's a prolific scorer. Don't get me wrong, one of the best shooters in the country.
Yep.
But at the free throw line has just struggled so far this year. The Mocs need to find ways to be able to capitalize here and get this bucket as soon as possible. They don't need to rush an immediate shot, but you can't let it get too low because otherwise you're going to force a bad one.
Well, they can have the last shot of the game. Obviously, they can if they want it. So what time do you shoot it? How much time do you leave for a potential rebound to try to get it back for a second try? 5 seconds? 10?
Once it hits 6, I need the shot in the air.
Okay. Well, let's see if they go earlier. Now, that's the key here, I think. Mike Donnelly is sending out the normal 5. That's what he has now. Mattioli, Booth, and it looks like they're going to double Jaden right away. So Dom Denny's going to have to come back into front court to help out, and he will. Denny will get the basketball. Nimmers is with him. Denny for Joe Moon. Moon going to drive in. Layup is good. Mocs down 1. Now let's see what happens here. They decided to go for 2. Leto will be fouled. So there's still time. 14.3 seconds left. Leto will get 2 free throws. If he hits them both, it remains a 3-point deficit and a 1-possession game.
The Mocs need to stay on top of who can foul and who can't foul here. Amari Miller can, Jaden Booth can, and as well as Hugo. Hugo has 2, Miller has 1, Jaden has 0.
Leto to the line. One more.
That's why
Mocs,
he takes a 2.
Mocs down 1. Watch with us. Down 2. So Lane is back in, and Nimmers is out. The Mocs have 14.3, and they need 2 points.
And remember, both coaches 0 timeouts.
And remember the first game. Booth hit the winning 3. Let's see if it happens again. Here is Denny through traffic. For Mattioli for 3. It's short. It's short. Rebound, Joe Moon. He's got fouled. Joe Moon's got fouled. Mocs are down 2, and Moon's going to get 2 free throws.
Free throws can change the game, Jim.
Well, let's see what happens. If he misses the first one, do you miss the second one intentionally, try to get the ball?
See, I think anyone who's played the sport, they know how hard it is to miss a free throw the right way.
Oh, I know.
I think you just have to go for the shot to fall. Because
Needs.
especially with this Tampa team, they rebound too well to do that.
They do. They do. 2 free throws for the tie. Mocs down 1. So now, if they do get the tie, don't foul. Don't foul if they get it. Watch with us. Got it. Got it. Tampa to inbound. And now, wait a minute. Did they
Did they call a timeout? Because that should be, they don't have any.
They don't have a timeout. They don't have
It was a sub. It was a sub.
Okay. All right. Fair
I got
enough.
just as excited as you, Jim.
Fair enough. Well, I saw Darner. He always loves to do that to try to slow things down. Here we go. Do not foul, or we're going to overtime. Williams, half court, way short. Overtime at the Jenkins Fieldhouse. The Florida Southern College Mocs have come back from the dead, down 16 at the half, with two of their best players out of the game on fouls, and they have come back to tie the Tampa Spartans in one of the classic college basketball games ever played in this facility. Tremendous performance by the Mocs.
And what a game to have the 1965 team here for, Jim. We honored them to start the game, and it has been an honor to watch this one so far. The Mocs, they need to be scrappy here. You talked about it. PG is out, Alex Steen is out, and Dom Denny and Joe Moon IV, both on four fouls.
Mocs outscore Tampa 68-52
68.
in the second
Oh my
half.
goodness.
And that is a 16-point deficit that they wiped out.
Jim, and we always talk about the three-pointer being the great equalizer, but in the second half, it's really just been free throws for Florida Southern and attacking the paint.
Well, the Mocs have two more field goals than Tampa, but they also have two less free throws. But, and I guess I will jinx them, they have hit every one that they have taken so far.
You were scaring me before that Joe Moon IV shots. I was like, I am not going to say anything. I'm going to let Jim say it all just in case anything may go wrong. Thankfully, Joe Moon IV is staying perfect today. Mr. Everyday is Mr. Clutch right now.
Well, let's also look at the idea that Tyson Lato is playing with four. So if the Mocs can get him out,
dangerous stuff.
That could help. That could help. It's the same five that finished, which means that Mattioli is back on the floor. Remember, no Steen, no Gerald. The Mocs wiped out a 16-point halftime deficit. Can they close the deal here in this final five? Tip, Tampa, or Mocs rather, win it. Great job by Miller, and the Mocs jumped in the lane to get it. So here is Amari Miller. He finds Jaden. He gives it back, and we got a foul on Tampa. Williams gets the foul. One foul for Brian Williams. I guess we don't have to worry about him going out. But free throws here for Booth, and the Mocs can take the lead.
And, Jim, I already have some key stats for you. 150 and 115, most points scored ever between these two teams, the 230-point total, and the 115, the most ever scored by one team for either of these sides. That highest before that was 109 by Florida Southern here last year.
Jaden now with 30 in the game. The Mocs with a lead that they haven't seen since the first half. Now it's 2. 31 for Booth. Williams, guarded by Moon, playing with 4. Froby for Nimmers. Nimmers, guarded by Mattioli. Nimmers trying to go in. Jumper off the glass. No good. Rebound, Jaden Booth. He lost the ball. He got it back. They're trying to tie him up. And it's going to be called a jump ball. And it's going to stay with Tampa. Booth obviously was looking for a foul.
And trying to set the shot clock back to 20, and there we get it now. Good rebound there by Jaden, but just needed that extra help after falling.
Lane to inbound. Into the corner for Williams for 3. No good. Rebound. Tipped out. Booth grabbed it. Here comes Jaden. Jaden going to go in on Lato. Goes up and got it. Got it. Jaden Booth nails it. He's got 33. And the Mocs go up by 4. Holy cow. Though a pass by Lane, and now the Mocs are down numbers here. Miller got to defend. Down for Lato. Stripped out, and Mattioli gets called for the foul. Ooh, baby. That's a tough one. 2 on Mattioli. Free throws coming up for Tampa. Mocs by 4 with 4 minutes left. And Lato to the line. What a game by Lato. 26 points, 13 rebounds. Missed. One more.
And Jim, out of those 13 rebounds, 6 on the offensive end. That's 6 of Tampa's 21 offensive rebounds today.
Nimmers has come out, and Blunt is back in. One more for Leto. Got it. Leto with 27. Denny brings it up. Will the Mocs run a little clock? Still a long way to go.
And Jim, this possession, since we first started, it's the first lead of the entire game for Florida Southern.
Both teams have been given an additional timeout in the overtime period, so that may come into play. Booth dropped it off for Denny. Denny the jumper. It's good. It's good. Done with 20. 18 in the second half in overtime. Mocs by 5. This is Froby. Back out. Blunt. Lane for 3. No good. Rebound. Blunt. What a move by Ryan Blunt. He's got 20. Mocs by 3 as we approach 3 minutes to go. Booth guarded by Brian Williams. Booth. And, they're going to say he stepped out. They're going to say he stepped out. And Tampa will get it back. Mocs by 3. Tampa ball. No argument from the Mocs. Froby to inbound. Finds Lane. Denny guarding him, has 4. Don't forget that. Don't forget that Moon has 4. Don't forget that Leto has 4. This is Blunt. Trying to go into Leto. He got it. Leto trying to back down against Miller. And they're going to call a foul on Mr. Amari Miller. His second. And free throws coming up for Leto.
Mocs need to stay careful here. Obviously, 2 fouls for Amari Miller is still very much manageable. But still, remember, 3 for Hugo, 4 for Moon, 4 for Denny. Jaden still has 0.
So 2 for Leto. Fans have been helping out, believe me. Got it. The Mock lead is 2. Leto with 28. One more. Got it. 29 for Tyson Leto. Booth guarded by Brian Williams. Williams only has 1 foul, so he can challenge, and he does. He challenges Booth, and Booth goes to the line.
And Williams trying to argue his case, will not get that overturned.
Only 2 on Williams, and you mentioned earlier Booth without a foul. And Jaden 2 free throws. .34 for Jaden. Mocs by 2. It'll be a 1-possession game when Tampa has the ball. One more. Missed his first free throw. Whose ball? Going to go to Tampa. And the Mocs thought they had it. The Mocs thought they had it. And they want to look. Yeah, they want to look. They want to look. And they're not going to get a look. Tampa down 2 with the ball. Lane brings it up. Plenty of time remaining in the game. Needs help. Finds Blunt, and Booth almost stole the ball. Inbounds pass for Tampa. 15 on the shot clock. Williams. Froby gets it. Mattioli almost got it. Here's Leto. Miller with him. Williams. Corner lane for three. No. Rebound Mattioli. And the Mocs can run a little clock. And you see the hands up by Mike Donnelly right there. They can run some clock. Booth going through. Goes up. Shot. No, and no foul. Booth tried to save it. Did he or did he not? No, he did not. It goes out to Tampa.
And Booth has been laying it all out in this one. We've seen him dive out of bounds time and time again so far today. Payne Gerald helping him get back up. The Mocs need him in this overtime period. Jaden's played every minute of this game. And
lest we forget, last year he suffered a bad knee injury.
And it's a huge testament to him and the athletic training staff and the entire team here to be able to get him back to this point.
So now Tampa can tie or take the lead if they can get it in, and they do. Williams guarded by Moon. Clock starting to become a factor. Blunt all the way down. Layup is good, and that ties it up. Blunt with 22. All the way down to Miller. It's tipped out by Leto, and the Mocs keep the ball.
Mocs need to relax a little bit here. We saw in that last possession, it got pushed a little bit. Jaden tried to get that floater in the lane, doesn't get the call he wanted, and a timeout here from Donnelly, and rightfully so. I think the Mocs need to talk things over, set in place what you want to do to close this one out, because right now you're playing a little bit out of yourself.
And that is the one timeout that each team gets here in the overtime period. So the Mocs have used theirs with 92 seconds left in this thing, and the game all even. Now, the Mocs just recently played a double overtime game up at St. Leo and got beat by a pair. Right now, and Carl, I agree with you 100%. They need to sort of just settle things down a little bit here. And you have to wonder a little bit how Moon and how Denny have been able to manage not fouling out. You also have to wonder how Tyson Lake, though, hasn't fouled out at this point. But right now, no matter what happens here, the fact that they haven't had Steen and they haven't had Gerald. Steen went out with 4 minutes to go. Gerald less than that. The fact that they haven't had them and we're sitting here in overtime with a tie, it's a testament to those guys.
And it's something that we've talked about all year with Donnelly and his staff and even the players. I'll do another quick plug for the walk-on show is about the depth of this team and about how much these guys trust each other in moments like this. We've talked about the veteran leadership on this team, both homegrown and from the transfer portal, and these are the games when that proves to be valuable. The Mocs here, they need to show that leadership. They need to show that poise, and they need to get it done here in the clutch.
Booth to inbound. Remember, no timeouts now for the Mocs. 27 on the shot clock, so plenty of time. Here's Denny. They're running the play that they just drew up. Denny has an opening, goes up, and a foul, and who they get? Do they get Leto? Let's see. Nope.
It's me on Trey Lane there.
Yeah, Trey Lane will get
6. It's 2 personals, though.
And Denny to the free throw line for the first time today. Mocs by 1.
And it has been the loudest in here, probably louder than the Nova win last year, but you could hear a pen drop with these free throws.
One more. Mocs by 2. Williams, Moon with him. Williams, Moon with him. Lane set a false screen now other way down. Williams got the bucket. How about Brian Williams? 20 for him. Booth as we hit 1 minute to go. Moon for 3. Can he get it? He does! He does! Joe Moon the 4th. It's got 17 and the Mocs go up 3.
Joe Moon the 4th is perfect in this one. 6 for 6, 3 for 3 from 3, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Mr. Everyday is Mr. Big Time.
Williams spots for 3. No good. Who's going to get a rebound? It's going to go out. It's Mocs ball. Mocs ball.
One timeout left here for Tampa. When will they use it?
There is one, probably 2 possessions left in this game. The Mocs can run it down here. Let's see if they do. Mike Donnelly saying to spread out. Let's see what happens. Booth guarded by Williams. Under 30. And after all the running, it comes down to this.
This is what you want. Let Booth find a way to open up. Free throws or a bucket.
Traffic, threw it to Denny. Boy, almost knocked out of bounds by Lane. 3 on the shot clock. Just 3.
Watch you go.
The Mocs need to get a shot off. And they need to get it off right now. Shot blocked. Rebound Tampa. Under a minute to go. Timeout. There's a problem with the clock.
I love that foul there from Jaden Booth. An incredibly heads-up foul there. You were up 3. Foul.
Yep.
2 free throws
absolutely.
coming. This is something that LeBron and Redick talked about on their podcast this summer before, and how they love that because it limits what this offense can do.
Absolutely.
The most you can do is get these 2 free throws. But the biggest thing, Jim, what does this Tampa team do? Rebound offensively. Box out like your life depends on it.
All right, 5 seconds left in the game. Tampa's going to take its final timeout. Fireberg's coming back into the game. That's for rebounding purposes. Now, if you're Tampa, two-point deficit, do you miss on purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
Front of the rim.
Yeah.
You throw it right at the front of the rim, try to get a ricochet right back.
So let's see what the plan is. I would say that that's probably a good plan. But you know that if Tampa makes the shot, the Mocs have to get it in, and they're going to want to get it in Jaden Booth's hands, I think. Although tonight, you could put it in any of these guys' hands. The way this thing is gone, they will need to get it inbounds, and they get free throws, and they can win the game right there.
If they make this free throw here, they're going to double Jaden like we saw earlier in the game. They're going to double him. So the other Mocs have to find ways to create for themselves. Find those openings off ball. Do something that Brian Williams excels at. Move off ball. Create off ball. Mess up the defense with your movement.
Well, again, Booth has been playing this game a while, and you can see the savvy that he had when he committed that foul. I mean, he hasn't fouled the whole game, and he commits one now, and you could also say that's intentional, but it wasn't. It wasn't called that, and it shouldn't have been.
And I think that's something that the coaches have had to talk about in a situation like this. If there's a chance here, foul. But the biggest part is remembering that in the game and executing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just – so let's see what Williams does. Firebergs is on the inside rebounding lane along with Miller here. Let's see what he does. He tries to miss. He does miss. It's on the floor. Then he's going to get it. And the Mocs, I think, are going to win the game. There's a foul called with 2.8 seconds left. Florida Southern looks like it's going to win the game. Denny's going to get a couple free throws, but not yet. It is not over yet. The miss by Brian Williams was intentional, I'm sure, and it almost worked. But Denny came up with the ball. 2.8. Now that says 2 on our screen, but it's 2.8. So it's nearly 3 seconds. He needs these 2. Got it. If he hits this one, it's a 2-possession game, and the Mocs are going to win it. Holy cow. Really? After what we saw, this is one of the great comebacks for the ages. But he's got to hit this, or it's still a 1-possession game. Got it. Got it. Williams shoots. No good. Mocs win. Mocs win. Holy cow. The Mocs win the game without Alex Steen, without Peyton Gerald for the final 4 minutes of regulation and the overtime, and they win the game. Unbelievable. And unbelievable free throw shooting. The Mocs, and I can say it now because I didn't want to do any jinxing here, they did not miss a free throw. They did not miss a free throw. Unbelievable. We sent Carl down. We're going to get the player of the game, and I'm not sure who he's going to pick. We could pick anybody here, the way this thing went. But I think he's probably going to get Jaden. And we'll wait to see who he gets here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I think he's going to get the whole team, but let's see who's talking here. Let's go ahead and send it. Chelsea, you ready? Let's go ahead and send it down to Carl Van Gelder with Jaden Booth and all of them.
What went into this turnaround?
First off, all glory to God. But I hit some good shots, but my boy Joe Moon, I think, hit the biggest shots of the game. So if you should be interviewing anybody, you should be interviewing this dude. But that's a total group effort. Even with Steen going down, we had a couple guys go down, PG. That's just a really good fought game by our whole team. So good one.
And what does a win in conference play like this mean for you guys to be able to climb back and get that dub against a really tough opponent?
Yeah, second half of conference, just sweeps and splits. So we ain't got to worry about them no more unless we see them in the conference tournament. So we like how that sounds.
And Jaden, one last thing. I just need to ask Joe Moon.
Yes, sir.
What was it like hitting that last shot? Hey, that three-pointer, really closing it out.
It just worked. I do it every day.
Back to you, Jim.
All right, Carl, thank you very much. Holy cow. I don't remember the last time I saw one like this. And, Coach, have you ever coached one like this?
It feels like I have. Just great game. Really proud of our guys finding a way. A couple guys fouling out. It was a crazy game.
Yeah.
But that was a heck of a college basketball game. Really proud of our guys finding a way to win. And Joe, I just put the earphones on, and I heard Joe said this is what I do every day.
Yeah.
But he's not lying.
No.
He has a shooting routine every day. So that was a huge shot for us. Great win for us.
Well, in the locker room at the half, I know you talked to Carl at the half.
Yep.
What did you think would take it to bring you back? What did you think you're down 16. That's a lot of points.
Down 16 and just getting our butt kicked. I mean, Tampa played exceptionally well. I was very, very calm with the guys. It was very straightforward what we needed to do. And I told them there was no miracle strategy. There was no miracle play. In order to get back in it, we had to do certain things. You know, we had to pay attention to detail. We had to get tougher. We had to get faster. I mean, all those winning intangibles that we lacked in the first half, that's what we talked about at halftime. And I was really pleased with how we came out to start the half.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, that's a good sign. We're going to keep fighting. And then, the game from there on out, the last 15 minutes of that second half and then that last overtime period was so back and forth. But guys did a great job.
And Coach Jaden mentioned it in the interview. Joe Moon IV was absolutely huge in this one, not only offensively but also defensively down the stretch, limiting that foul trouble after you got those four to be able to stay in the game and really contribute for you guys. How much does having a guy like Joe Moon, who doesn't always need the ball in his hands, but when he has it, he can really contribute?
Joe's a winner. He proved that. He's a competitive guy. Really happy for him. He works really hard, and he took a chance on us when he transferred here, and he's had a heck of a 2 years for us, and he's a big part of our winning. I think we've won 41 games in a year and a half with him. So that says a lot what type of winning player that Joe Moon is, and you saw that tonight. Well,
he tied his career high with 19 points tonight, but you guys hit 26 of 27 free throws.
Yeah, really. I thought about that when Dom got to the line. I said, don't miss now. That's what I was thinking. But, we've been really good at the line most of the year. And the guys did a really, really good job. I mean, we're not talking about the 2 free throws that Joe hit to send the game into overtime.
Yeah, we haven't yet. But,
right.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
those
right.
are huge free throws, a huge offensive rebound by Joe just staying with it. And, I really like this team. Like, I think we have a lot of pieces. We have a lot of experience. And we're just trying to get the guys to understand how good we can be.
Okay.
All
right.
I mean, they're confident and whatnot, but, to get to that next level, it takes certain games like this. I told them that at halftime. If we're going to have a special year, we got to figure out a way to win this game. You look back on a special season, you have games like this.
Yeah.
We have a lot of work to do, but it's a good step with this group, and hopefully this gives us some confidence going forward. And the guys stayed together, which was really important. So I'm really proud of the guys.
And, Coach, this was the most points scored by a single team in a Florida Southern versus Tampa game ever. The most combined points in a game just going on into OT. But something that impressed me the most from you guys tonight wasn't the offense as much, but the defense. You guys completely took Nimmers out of the game. He is a prolific scorer, 19 points per game in conference play, one of the top shooters in the country, but he didn't hit a single three all game.
Yeah, Nimmers is really good, and Brian Williams, of course, is very good. Trey Lane has really has had a really good year. They're tough guys too. Obviously, they're well coached with Coach Darner. I think with Nimmers, honestly, I do give us credit. I thought we took away his ball space and we tried to disrupt him, but he probably just had an off night too. Yeah. Sometimes that's going to happen. But those guys are a really talented team.
Well, we looked at some numbers for January, and you guys were shooting 51% from the field and 46.6 from three. Tonight you were 59% from the field and 47.8 for three. And the way this game played out, you needed every one of them.
Yeah. I didn't realize. I knew we had been shooting the ball a lot better, so thank you for that. Those are good numbers. And I'll just tell a quick – I was not happy with the way we ended our Florida Tech game on Saturday. And we challenged the guys after that game. And I told the guys, of course, we're happy we won, and it's hard to win on the road. But we shot the ball really well. If we had an off shooting night on the road, and we were able to grind out that win, I would have been the happiest guy in the world. But that wasn't the case. We continued to shoot the ball well. Let's take advantage of that.
Okay.
And we're emphasizing certain things that we want to see from these guys. We didn't see it in the first half, but we did see it for the last 25 minutes, which is really good. And the shooting thing, we struggled in the beginning of the year. But now we're finding our rhythm. Guys are playing with a lot of confidence. Dom Denny hit a huge three.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That was a tough shot, and that was a big time shot by Dom.
And, Coach, something that you've talked about all year, that we've talked about all year, is the experience on this team. A lot of guys have played a lot of college basketball, whether they're transfers or homegrown talent. And this is a game that I haven't seen from you guys. I saw the Nova game last year, but this I feel like is just a whole nother step for you guys. What do you tell the team of guys who've played a lot of basketball but may not have experienced moments like this as the season continues to close out?
We're going to continue to tell them that we can be an elite team. I mean, that's what we've been telling the guys now for quite some time. But you have to go through moments like this. And that's not to say we have everything figured out. I'm glad we have a bye on Saturday.
I was going to say, you're probably happy after this one, right?
Like perfect timing, but then we got to go on the road and play Eckerd. And, we have 8 games left. This league is, really good. So, we're just trying to keep these guys mentally locked in to understand what it takes to get to that next level. Hopefully tonight propels us and gives us some more confidence. We could see Tampa again. I mean,
sure, conference tournament, sure.
They were 10-0 with Brian Williams.
Yeah.
That's their first loss with them, and they took us to overtime on the road. So obviously they're a team to be reckoned with, and a lot of other teams in this league are too. So we just got to stay the course. We should celebrate this win, get some.
Were you giving them some time off?
We are. We're getting them off tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I'm a nice guy. But no, we'll make sure we're resting. And then hopefully this gets us really excited as we head into February.
Well, too, and we've talked about a few guys, and you mentioned Dom Denny's shot. He had 2 points at the half, and he had 3 fouls. He just must have said to himself, I'm not going to let this get away. He wound up with 24, which is his high this season.
He played great. He played great in the second half. It's just Dom is really is evolved. He's a terrific player, and you saw the talent in that second half and that overtime that he possesses. With Joe on the floor and Jaden on the floor, and Dom, those are fifth-year guys, and it showed tonight with our experience. Dom has really blossomed to a great player here.
Someone we haven't talked about either, Amari Miller. 4 blocks in this one, and he played the 5 for pretty much the entire overtime period and second half of the second half. 5 rebounds for him as well. I think he was a really physical force down low, but in the best way possible, because he limited those fouls until late as well.
He did. He battled, and that's all we asked from Amari. And he came here for a different type of opportunity. We just tell him take the most, get the most out of this opportunity. And, it's good to see him play with a lot of intensity tonight, a lot of physicality. And he played his role. He did his job for us. And obviously he's a big part. I'm glad you brought up Amari's name. He was a big part of that big win for us with Steen out and PG out with foul trouble. We were kind of thin, and Amari really stepped up big time for us.
Well, one thing on that, you said to Carl at the half that you told the team that you hadn't been in this position before this year, down 16. You've also never been in a position, and I don't know if you ever have been, where your top two bigs are both out of the game against a team like Tampa, and you still figure out a way to win this thing. Do me a favor and don't do that again. Is that all right?
Right. I mean, we hadn't been in that situation. We've had a few losses, but they've been super close, and just like this game, and we found a way to grind out this win. But it was gut check time. Down and getting severely outplayed by a really good Tampa team who was prepared tonight. And I'm really, really happy that we found a way and we responded. So that's all you want as a coach, right? We just responded in a positive way, and we showed more toughness, showed more competitiveness, and we were able to grind out a huge win.
Well, we see the president of the college here is ready to come say something to you, so we'll let you go. Thanks a lot, Coach, and we'll see you a week from Saturday against Lynn. Good luck against Eckerd.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly following a breathtaking win. 129 to 125, and that was an NBA score, no doubt about it. But boy, I'm telling you what, Carl, it was as good a performance as in the second half. Let's be fair, Tampa had them at the half, no doubt. But in the second half and the overtime, as we've seen, and he's right, this team has a chance to do something special here. And it's going to take all the players and a lot of work because this is a tough league, and it's not going to get any easier.
Yeah, and I mentioned it when we were talking with Donnelly about, I remember the Nova game last year that we had the opportunity to call, but this game was just a different level than that because against Nova, the Mocs did have to battle early, but were able to pull away with a few minutes to go against Nova. But in this one, they were down and out for pretty much the whole game. They would answer, Tampa would push them back. They would answer, they would get pushed back again. But you saw the fight from a team, like you mentioned, that's what makes great. That's the difference between great teams and good teams. And this Mocs team, they have the opportunity to be great and be a lot better than just good.
Mocs get 82 points in the second half and overtime. And they needed all but 3 of them, I guess, in order to win this thing. Well, Carl, thank you very much. Chelsea, thank you. Thanks to all of our camera people. It was a tremendous performance tonight by the Mocs. A tough loss for the women today. Unfortunately, they almost got it done. But we will be back on the air a week from Saturday when Lynn comes to town. Lynn is playing really well right now, and it's going to be a real battle here. The Mocs will have the weekend off. They'll get their second half bye on the weekend. They'll go to Eckerd at the main campus, from what we understand, next Wednesday night. The women at 5:30, the men at 7:30. The Lynn games 4 and 6 on Saturday, February 11th, and we can't wait for that because after this, I'll tell you what, it is going to be some fun games coming down the stretch. I'm Jim Henderson again. Mocs win it by 4 in overtime against the University.